Rainy season is officially here in the Chapada Diamantina National Park. It has been raining all night long. It's been raining all weekend, actually. Didn't have a great night's sleep in the tent last night. Pretty windy and rainy. But here we are. We are back and we are live streaming this house construction. This house that you can win in this national park here in the north of Brazil. Chapada Diamantina National Park. The Vale do Capão. You've got a view of the valley there. A little bit cloudy this morning, but it should clear up later. This is where we're building Airbnbs, which you can win. And if you do win, it's basically like winning yourself a passive income. 10, 15k a year, maybe even 20k. So good prize. Raffle tickets are less than $1 right now. And you can check out all the information on our website how you can win this house. We're live streaming the entire construction process. So tune in. It's the first project of its kind, guys. I need to tighten up this selfie stick. Give me a second. I'm having technical issues this morning. That's why I'm a little bit late, guys. Yeah, we stream this. Yeah, it's a bit better. It's still a bit flimsy. I can't find a good selfie stick in all of Brazil. They're all from China. Anyway. Yeah. GM people, GM community, holders. If you're new, like I just said, we're building houses and we're giving them away. We're close to one of the tallest waterfalls in Brazil, which is just up there. Although you can't get a very good view this morning because it's a little bit cloudy. You'll see later on this afternoon when the skies are blue and we've got a beautiful view of the valley there. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a good rest. Got well rested this weekend. Absolutely exhausted I was. Exhausted from last week. Let's get some Brazilian coffee down me. I've just woke up myself. Rolled out of bed, out of my tent. Didn't have the greatest sleep in the world because of the wind, and I put this new blue tarp, and I didn't fix it in place very well, basically, and it made a lot of noise in the wind. So I need to tighten the I need to tighten it so it doesn't blow around so much. Anyway, I had a pretty bad night's sleep, and I was a little bit worried. You see how I put the bricks on top of the blue tarp there, on top of the shed to weigh it down? The wind was blowing so strong, I was a little bit worried that it was like going to tug the bricks off and then they would fall on my head in my tent while I'm asleep. It was a genuine danger. It was a genuine possibility. So it didn't happen though. I got to sleep in the end. Now I need my Brazilian coffee to wake my ass up. Guys, have you seen the video that I posted on X? I got water now. I got a bathroom with running water and a kitchen sink. Well, we've not got a sink, but water comes out of that hole in the wall there where the sink's going to go. And water comes out of that hole in the wall there where the toilet's going to go. And that one in the hole in the wall there where the shower's going to go. Oh, and that one where the bathroom sink's going to go. So we got water flying out of all these holes. It means I can take a shower now. I had a shower yesterday. Oh, it was fantastic. When I say fantastic, I just like poured a bucket of water on my head. But it was better than I've had in a while. Yeah, things were getting kind of stinky. Right, give me a second, guys. I need my coffee, and there's some bread here tempting me for a sandwich. Literally just crawled out of bed, guys. Out of my tent. Breakfast time.
transtorno de cor na cabeça,
That's
ó,
pretty good.
coisa que não existia e ficar perturbando os outros. Aí ela pegar e fazer um negócio desse que ela tá fazendo aí.
Anyway, guys, excuse me. I'm being rude. Starving.
Um dia minha filha me se envolver com ela não tá sofrendo igual eu tô sofrendo aqui, ó. Vai ela se achar um cara, ninguém.
Give me a minute to eat my sandwich. I'll leave you to watch the boys work.
E ela foi, moça, eu tô falando também, aqui pra você eu falo, uma vez ela me falou que era fudido, desse, não sei. Não esqueça as coisas não, moço. Me falou, na pousada lá, ó. A gente acabou de descer do carro. Eu falei, graças a Deus, e botei nos status também. Eu falei, graças a Deus que eu sou fudido. Porque se eu fosse rico, você não tava comigo. Nem pra lavar um prato eu pedia você.
Right, sorry about that, guys. Still getting this coffee down me. So if you're just tuning into the stream, you're wondering what the fuck's going on. We're building Airbnbs. We're in a national park. It's Padre Diamantina National Park in Brazil. Absolutely stunning it is. You can't really see it today because of the clouds. But it is an absolutely stunning place. There's lots of waterfalls around here to see, including one of the tallest waterfalls in Brazil, which is up there. And we're building these Airbnbs on live stream. We're going to be giving them all away. And it's the first project of its kind. We actually made a notarized public declaration under Brazilian law that we're going to give houses away at milestone market caps. So it's all being written and recorded publicly, and it's visible on the Brazilian legal archives. So you can go to our website and find the proof of our public declaration, the first of its kind ever in history. It basically means that you can sue me. If you win the house and I don't give you the house, you can sue me. So there's no way out of this for me now. If our coin hits our milestone market caps, I have to give my houses away. There's nothing I can do, or I get sued. So that's what makes this project a little bit different, a little bit special. It's not a scam. It's official. You can sue the fucking dev if it is a scam. And I don't want to get sued because I've got more land here, guys. This is the first house we're building. We've got 3 more houses to build over there. All with lovely views of the valley, which you can't see right now because it's cloudy. But we're getting there. How long until this house is done? So, what day were we on? I believe there's going to be like 27 days left. Maybe 26. The working days, you see, that we're counting. We're not counting weekends when the guys don't work. It's only working days. So I think we're looking at 26 days. I'm going to have to check. But for this house, it's going to be ready very, very, very soon. Now, the wood should be arriving this week. That's the first thing that the builders said to me when they arrived at work today. When's the wood coming? Do you know yet? They told me this week. They haven't given me a day, which is worrying. But they told me this week. So let's see. So as soon as the wood gets here, the house is going to fly up, guys. Everywhere where you can, everywhere where there's no bricks currently, is not because we haven't got round to laying the bricks down yet. It's because there's going to be floor to ceiling windows, wooden window frames. So it's all going to be wooden glass, really tall floor to ceiling windows, enjoying the views that you can't enjoy today until this afternoon when the skies will be blue. But yeah, we're building these houses, we're giving them all away, and we're doing it all on live stream. It is the first project of its kind, and we'll get there in the end, brick by brick. Oh, we're doing better on Instagram, guys. Our account started to warm up a little bit. I did say it takes around 6 weeks. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I did say from the very beginning it takes about 6 weeks for Instagram accounts to warm up and start to get some views, and it's starting to get views now. It's not that it was getting 0 views, but it was not hitting 1,000 views on any of the videos, and now the videos are starting to hit over 2,000 views. We changed the style of the video a little bit as well, so I think we found a style that works, or works better than what we were doing, and now it's just a matter of improving on that and tweaking it and being consistent. And then it's just a matter of time until we go viral and get some attention on this project. So that's what we've been working on. I need to fix the blue thing. Look, it's going to blow away, look. I did a terrible job. And because of it, I didn't fucking sleep because it was going with the wind all night. I was like, oh, it's so loud the noise. So I'm going to have to deal with that. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, 26, 27 days left until house number 1 is finished. I'm ready to give away, and then I start building house number 2. So I've got plenty to do. We're going to be streaming this for quite a while, guys. At least 6 months. At least 6 months this stream. At least. So 4 houses to build, guys. This one and then 3 more. Can't do it overnight, unfortunately. I wish we could build a house and give it away tomorrow morning, but we can't do that. So we're getting there brick by brick, but it's going to take at least 6 months. So grab a bag. All you need to be eligible to win a house, guys, is 25,000 Airbnb tokens. Now, I know like 25,000 tokens sounds like a lot, but it costs less than $1. Less than $1 for a chance to win a house. In fact, less than $1 for 4 chances to win a house. Because if you hold your 25,000 tokens, you don't win the first house, you don't win this house. You might win the second house, or the third house, or the fourth house. And each house is going to get bigger and better than the last one. So it's cheap. It's the cheapest raffle in the world, and you can win a real fucking house, bricks and mortar. And it's the only raffle of its kind. It's the only giveaway of its kind. Excuse me. I look like death this morning, don't I? How do I look when you shave? Yeah. It was horrible sleep, guys. I am rested though. I am rested. I had a great weekend with resting. Better than last weekend. So, guys, improvements to my camp. I got a chair. I've got an actual plastic chair. So I can actually, sit down. I can put my feet up in a sec. You see that? Relaxation. You know how much difference it makes having an actual fucking chair where you can sit down and lean back and actually rest your body. Huge difference, guys. I don't know if you've ever been camping and like not had a chair to sit on for a while, for like days or weeks. But you start to realise how much you actually need a chair to actually rest and get good rest. Anyway, I'm sat here in front of my dog kennel. This is the dog kennel behind me, in case anybody's wondering. What the fuck's that? Is that a tool shed? No, that is the dog kennel. I got 2 dogs in here, and there's my tent right next door. Just over there. I have been camping out on the building site until the project is done. I'm fully committed. I'm the fucking hardest working dev on Solana. Bar none. I do everything. Name me another dev that's streaming, building, editing. What else do I do? I do much more. I do everything. I'm super dev. We need like dev awards, like a dev Oscars. And I should be nominated and I should win. the hardest working dev. We should have different sections as well. Hardest working dev, most creative dev, most honest dev. And we'll do the yearly dev awards on Pomp. No, we'll never do that. Elon's too cheap. You'd never invest that much money into his marketing, ever. I don't even know how that man has a fucking business. How does he have a platform? It's like he literally spent no money. Oh. I'm not gonna spend the entire stream complaining about it. In fact, I should complain about Elon until he like really invests in the future of his platform, rather than just being so cheap and doing these little half-hearted attempts. Support your streamers, Elon. Elon, whatever your name is. Cheap ass. Guys, the walls are nearly plastered. I don't know if you've been following the stream. If you're new around here, you don't know what's going on. We're building houses and we're giving them all away. But look, the walls are plastered now, guys. My selfie stick's so flimsy. Alright, I'm going to spin it that way. Okay, it's better now. Right. We've been plastering the walls for about a week. There's still more to do. I've got to do the outside of the walls as well. But, whoa, my chair's going to fall back. Whoa, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? That'll make a good clip, wouldn't it, for TikTok? Anyway, Dev falls off his chair. So, yeah, we've been plastering the walls. I don't think the boys have been going at 100% full speed, to be honest. Although they have been pretty fast. They've not been going 100% full speed because we're waiting for the wood to arrive. Which, as I said, I'm told is going to be this week. Now, it better be this week. If not, we'll find other stuff to crack on with. But I really want the wood to come, because when the wood goes up, the project starts to look real. Starts to look like a fucking house. And you can see that, wow, it's got like nice wood, and it's got like wooden beams and stuff. And it's going to be awesome. Look how tall the windows are. When we start building the window frames and the floor starts going in, the black tile floor. I need to order the tiles actually so that they're here, ready to lay down. But I don't think the tiles are a long one because they've actually got them in the shop. Anyway, I picked the most expensive tiles. Me and my mother picked the most expensive tiles in the shop. Nice black tiles. When they start going down, the project's going to start looking awesome. Because you can just blatantly see the windows are going to be awesome. The floor is awesome. Like, you could see the shape of the house now. So it's not a big mystery anymore, just that only exists in the mind of the dev. But I've done all right directing my builders with no architectural plans. Just like, yo, I want it like this, and I want it like that. Okay, and I showed them some pictures, and they've been like, right, we're locked in. If you've got good builders, guys, right? I don't want to hear it. My mother was going on about this as well. Builders can they build without architectural plans? Guys, if you've got good builders and they know what they're fucking doing, of course they should be able to build without architectural plans. Are you nuts? Of course they should. I mean, it's not a fucking rocket science project. It's not a skyscraper, is it? It's open plan. It's 5 meters by 10 meters. It's not even like, you know, it's a simple shape. It's a box, basically. It's an open plan box with a bathroom in the corner. And you tell your builder, I want the roof to be like this. Alright? I want the roof like this. High side that end, low side that end. Do it like this. And the builder goes, okay. And off he goes. Now, if your builder goes, oh, well, I need the architectural plans, it's because he's a moron. He's not a good builder. Get someone else. Get someone else. But all that said, next project, house number 2, giveaway number 2. we'll get an architect. Or we'll at least buy some architectural plans online, at least. It's just really more so, not so much for the builders, although it does make my life a little bit easier. More so that you guys can have an image, can have a photo of the house that you're going to win, basically, instead of just listening to the gringo saying, well, it's going to have big, tall, floor-to-ceiling windows, and it's going to be like this, and like it's going to be a nice house. So you don't have to trust me. You can have an actual picture. Here's the house that you're going to win. Here's the house that we're building. That's what it's going to look like. This is how big it's going to be. This is how tall the roof is. All that stuff. This is where the doors are. You're going to, so you know what you can win, basically. That's why I'm going to do it for the next one. Next house, roof garden. That's what I'm thinking. Couldn't afford it on this one because I made the house too big. To be honest, I made the Airbnb. For an Airbnb, it's fucking huge. But the original plan was for me to live in this one. If we don't give it away. If we don't give it away, I will still live in it. So, the other houses that I'm going to be building to rent on Airbnb, depending on how this project goes, if we give this house away before it's done, or when it's done, before we start building the next project, if we give this house away to somebody, if we hit our milestone market cap, which I think we will, and we give the house away to somebody, then that means that the next project can be better. Big, maybe not bigger, but better, right? More things, roof garden, jacuzzi. Like I said, it doesn't need to be as big as it is. So I'm going to size down, but go all in with the features. Like this one's going to have the floor-to-ceiling windows. Next one's going to have the roof garden with the jacuzzi and the mountain views, right? That will blow up on Airbnb because nobody's got that shit around here. In fact, this first house is going to be the only and first house in the Valley of Kapau with floor-to-ceiling windows. It's going to be the only one on Airbnb. So just with that, this one's going to crush. Second one, roof garden, jacuzzi. Jobs are good, and you've already crushed Airbnb with that, right? No more needs to be said. And then, we just keep getting bigger and better on the third and fourth houses. If we give the first one away. If we don't give the first one away, then it kind of changes things on my end, like budget-wise, because I'm not like a fucking rich man, right? At all. In fact, I'm on a budget. In fact, I'm over budget a little bit on this build already. So, depending on whether we've given the first house away, how the project's going, how much creative fees I've made, how much capital is available to me, it will the next project will depend on how all of that goes over the next 27 days. So lots to look forward to, and I can't wait to see how it all pans out. Ideally, I want to build the biggest and best houses that we can and give them all away. And the fourth house, I'd like to build somebody's dream home, if we can afford it. I'd like to build somebody a real fucking house with a pool. It'll be awesome. Yep, so this is the first project of its kind. Nobody is doing anything like this. Nobody's done anything like this before. And it's good to see what crypto can be used for if people actually use their fucking brains and stop being little rugging, scamming rats and just be fucking honest and put some hard work in and stop trying to make a quick buck, in 5 seconds, doing absolutely nothing, producing nothing of any fucking value in the real world. Not like us, no. See, this is what you can do with crypto. We're actually producing IRL projects, real life bricks and mortar of real value, adding to the world a beautiful place that people can come and enjoy their vacations in, and enjoy these lovely mountain views of this beautiful scenery in this national park. We're actually providing value to people's fucking lives. Plus, somebody can win this house. And we're employing people here. People are working. They're feeding their families. A house is getting built that's going to be up here, for the next 50, 100 years or whatever. It's going to be producing passive income. We're adding to the local economy in the Ciabatta Diamantina here. There's so much value that we're producing, rather than just being a meme coin, like a bad joke. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a completely different project, and it is the first of its kind, and this is what can be done with crypto. If I can do it, anyone can do it. If an average Joe like me can just launch a fucking meme coin, I've got no network, I'm not an influencer. Why is my hat doing this? I've got no big network, I'm not an influencer, I don't have a following online. I don't have a bunch of friends that I can shill to. Nothing. I'm not techie. I don't know how to make a website. I don't know anything. So if I can go click, launch a coin, and then boom, I've got this community around me helping me out of nowhere. And literally just totally organic launch. Just me and a 0.1 Solana dev wallet. If I can do this with crypto, the possibilities are fucking endless. Just an average Joe like me can give houses away now. It's crazy. So yeah, it's good to see what we can do with crypto, what we can do with this technology, this blockchain, that's available for us as well. It's there for everybody. It's not just for the elite or the powerful and rich businesses and these international companies. It's not just for them to use, the whales. The little average Joes like me can use it too and launch a huge project, really. Without this technology, for this to be possible, for me to live stream giving houses away and do set an online raffle up and make it actually successful where people would buy the tickets. Have you any idea how many millions I'd need to spend on marketing? It'd be fucking crazy, guys. It just wouldn't even be possible. It wouldn't even be feasible. You'd need a massive network to make something like that possible, to sell enough tickets to be able to give the house away. It's insane. And the live stream, how the fuck are you gonna... The technology today that allows us to so many ways to not even make money, but just to make a difference. So many ways to make a difference in the world today. You can pull a little community together just basically out of thin air. People from all different countries can come together with the same vision. And that's all it takes, is a small team. It doesn't even take a giant community to push a project. All it takes is a small team of hard-working individuals who share the same vision. And they come together organically. You just got to get your coin out there. Like me, I was streaming at 6k market cap for a week. We hit the floor 2-3 times. We survived the what they call, some people are calling the biggest flash crash in crypto history. We hit the fucking floor, and I just carried on streaming at 6k like nothing had happened. I thought, well, people know I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I've got a fucking house to build, so there's no point in giving up. I already paid for the internet. I already paid to have the internet installed, especially to launch the project, so I wasn't going to waste that money. So yeah, I just kept going. Fuck it. Just keep streaming this at 6k market cap every day, all day, every day. Live streaming to 4 viewers on Pump Fun, and they're all fudding. They're all fudding the projects, fudding the dev. The trenches thought I was nuts. But you just have to be persistent, consistent, and just don't give up. Resilient, resistant, Consistence, persistence, resistance. Consistence, CPR. Consistence, persistence, resistance. That's my slogan now. Airbnb. Consistence, persistence, resistance. Brick by brick. We've got 2 awesome slogans now. But the second one I actually just made up. I actually just created that. It's the CPR. I call it the CPR method. Consistence, persistence, resist. That's it. I'm going to be a guru now. I've got my slogan. I'm going to sell a course. That's it. Let's go. I'm going to sell a course. How to launch a meme coin. How to live stream on Pump Fun course. $1,000 CPR. Apply the CPR method. Consistence, persistence, resistance. You just got to have like clever little slogans and a little play on words. That's all you need to be a guru now, to be an online guru, and sound like you know what you're talking about. So CPR, I came up with the new strategy, my own method. I call it the CPR method. Consistence, persistence, resistance. And it makes me $10,000 a day launching meme coins. That's it. I'm going to be a guru. I'm selling a course. Where's G? G, get ready, bro. Write the website. We're selling courses now, bro. G's my website guy, in case anyone's wondering. Well, not my website guy, but the guy that did the website. Fucking awesome. Without G, there would be a lot missing on this project, believe me, because I am not techie. Anyway, guys, if you're just joining in, welcome to the stream. We're streaming every day around 7 a.m. EST, sometimes a little bit late. It was a little bit late this morning, only half an hour. It was raining all night. We're streaming this 7 a.m. EST, Monday to Friday. We're building houses. There's only 26 days to go until this one's going to be finished, providing the wood arrives. I hope it does. But we're getting there brick by brick with the CPR method. Consistence, persistence, resistance. That's it. I'm going to be a guru. I'm going to be a fucking guru. I'm going to sell so many courses. Anyway, you can fucking win this house, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. You can win this house. It's gonna be an Airbnb. You can win yourself a passive income, a real Airbnb in a national park in the north of Brazil, near to the tallest waterfall in Brazil, which I can't really show. Oh yeah, it's just up there behind that, on the other side of that mountain peak. But we're in the valley of Capão. You can't really see the valley at the moment because it's a little bit cloudy and grey. But there it is, running through. And the town centre is just less than 5 minutes walk away behind that white house there. Like 3-4 minutes walk and you're in the town centre, the centre of Capão. We call it the Villa. And that's where it's all going down. That's where all the rock concerts happen, all the festivals. There's always a lot happening around here for such a small town. It's pretty amazing. There's tourists all over the place from France. I don't know what's going on. Capão is viral in France right now, and it's literally word of mouth, or there must be like some French Instagram influencers who visited Capão or something like that, because Capão is viral in France. French tourists are turning up every week. Big groups of French tourists. I keep hearing people speak French. The French love these mountains, guys. I don't know what it is. They love it here. So people are just discovering... Sorry about the noise. Turn the cement mixer on. People are just discovering this town, or this part of the Chapada Diamantina. The Chapada Diamantina has been quite famous, especially domestically in Brazil, for a long time, because it was the world's capital of diamonds, the world's largest diamond producing region a couple of 100 years ago. So it is a very famous area. But this specific location, this specific part of the Chapada Diamantina is called the Vale do Capão, and it's a little hidden gem. It's very underdeveloped, and the reason for that is they only just finished building a road which connects the town to the city. But in this year, in like April or something, I believe, this year they finished building the road. And before that road was built, there was no access to this town. It was a dirt road, and if it rained, you couldn't travel. You were stuck. You were screwed. So they've literally just finished building this new road, and now people are turning up to see the waterfalls. People are finding out about this little part of the Chapada Diamantina National Park, and the tourists are coming. So that's why I'm building Airbnbs here, guys, and that's why it's going to be a beautiful passive income, because it's a little hidden gem. It's brand new. There's not enough Airbnbs around here for the tourists. There's not enough hotels. There's nothing of high quality. The competition is very, very low. These people have been living up in these mountains for a long, long time, guys. Very isolated. They only recently got Wi-Fi in recent years. There's still no phone signal. There's no bus station, no police station, no gas station, no bank. There's no cash here in this town. No cash machine, no access to money. Yeah, it's pretty old school, pretty underdeveloped, so there's a long way to go. So if you do win the Airbnb, not only are you winning an easy passive income, you're going to absolutely crush the app, and you're going to be one of the best Airbnbs on the app, but the value of your property is going to shoot up like Bitcoin over the next few years, due to everything that I just talked about. The fact that the town is new and it's it's not new, it's an old town, but it's newly been discovered, and it's very underdeveloped, and there's a long way to go. There's a lot of improvements to be made to the town that will push the value up of all of the property here, including the gas station, and just something like that would change the entire local economy. So lots to look forward to. I believe in the future of this place. The government put on, or the mayor, I don't know who organises it, but they put on quite a lot of festivals around here. So they are investing into getting Capao on the map. And, they put on... So I've been here like 4 months, and I've already seen the government put on like a blues festival, a jazz festival, a reggae festival, a dance festival. I've seen like 4 or 5 different festivals already. And on top of that, the locals, if it's not the government putting on a festival, then the locals put on their own like rock concerts randomly in the town. You can just come out on a Saturday and they'll be setting up a stage and everything. They've got all their speakers and equipment and lots of different interesting instruments, and they're extremely good musicians. They play all the English classics, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, all these rock classics. And I always have a great time anyway. Everyone's extremely friendly in this town, and I really feel like in the future this is going to be one of the hot spots of the Chapada Diamantina National Park. I firmly believe it. So, if you want to know how you can win this Airbnb, how you can be in with a chance of winning yourself a real Airbnb that you can watch us build on live stream, first time ever anyone's ever done anything like this. If you want to know how you can win this house, just go to our website. You'll find all the information on there. Plus, you'll find proof of our public declaration, my public declaration, in my name, devs doxed, address doxed, house doxed, giveaway doxed, everything that I've promised doxed. So if you want to find out, if you want to see the proof, what's going on with my hat now? If you want to see the proof of the public declaration, go to our website, and there's a link there. It's visible in the Brazilian legal archives. It's written in Portuguese as required under Brazilian law, but obviously we've provided you with a translation, and you've got ChatGPT if you want to verify it for yourself. So check that out. It basically means I can be sued. In English, in short, you can sue the dev if the dev doesn't give you the house. If you win the house and I don't give it to you, you can sue me very, very easily. I made it very easy for you to sue my ass, okay? It's the least I could do. So we're getting there brick by brick. I don't even know how many days. I've lost track of the fucking days and weeks that we've been live streaming. Pretty sure 6 weeks in, at least 6 weeks. Most of that was spent just doing the foundation, which is the biggest job of any construction project. If anybody out there's got any more experience than I have, I know zero about building. Zero. I know zero about building. I've never even put up a shelf. So yeah, it took us around 3 weeks to get the foundation done, and then the walls went up in like a week. Yeah, we're getting there now. We've got running water. That's a temporary location for the water tank, by the way. That's not. I know it looks like we've built a permanent water tower, but we've not. The blue water tank will go on top of the bathroom, which is in the corner there. The water tank will go on top of the bathroom eventually when we're closer to finishing the house. But for now, that's its spot, so that Dev can have a shower, which I did yesterday, pouring buckets of water on me. It was amazing. Yeah, so we've got running water now. The walls are almost fucking plastered. I hope this wood arrives soon. Walls are almost plastered. We've got running water now. What else can I say? I mean, the project's flying. Like I said, it's going to be done in like 26 days now. I'm going to have to double check because we're doing like a countdown thing now. But I've sort of confused myself because when the boy told me 30 days, I think he means working days. So that kind of fucked up my countdown. I was like, 30 days, 29 days left. And then it's like, no, wait a minute. They're working days, aren't they? So we can't count the weekends. So now I don't even know what fucking day it is. I think there's 26 days left anyway. We'll get there. Get there brick by brick. Look exhausted today. I look like Pepe. I look like Ponky. Ugh. What's my Ponky face? Oh, it makes a world of difference having a chair, guys. Yeah, so rainy season. Rainy season is here. ChatGPT did tell me that it was going to start raining in November. And it seems he was right, because it's been raining this weekend. And it fucking rained like fuck. Like all night. Like tropical downpours. But apparently, according to ChatGPT, and it seems like ChatGPT was right as well so far, the rain tends to be like at night or like early in the morning, and just for like an hour or something, you know, just a quick shower and then it stops and that's it. You carry on work. So that sounds good, but I have noticed a massive increase in the humidity and it just feels fucking hot and sweaty. Anyway, guys, I went into the dog kennel this morning and it appears my dog has got his hands on... Pitbull's got his hands on something. I'm just not sure what it is that he's destroyed. I'm hoping it wasn't really expensive. Does anybody know what this is? It's something to do with the electricity box. But yeah, my dog has destroyed a little section. Oh, I can see that goes there as well. Oh, that's no good. It's no good. Georgie, I'm going to kill your ass. You're going to see the culprit. Little Georgie there, the pit bull. Yeah? You doing sat on top of your box? You ate something that wasn't yours, didn't you? You ate something that wasn't yours. We got a Belgian Malinois down there as well. Nicholas. With 2 lovely doggies. So guys, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to the world's first Airbnb giveaway live stream and meme coin project. The world's first. We are giving away houses. We're giving away real Airbnbs, giving away real passive incomes to real people. I really hope somebody that needs a house wins it. And this is the first time anybody's done anything like this. Hopefully it will be successful. I've no doubt it will be. Like, how can it not be? How can it not be? As long as I keep streaming every day and keep posting content, eventually you know what happens. And I've got no reason to stop because I've got more houses to build. So we're only just getting started here. But I want to see more projects like this. I want to see this take off and set a new meta, and more people to start doing the same and change the space. It's going to be a lot of fun giving somebody a house. So, guys, excuse me, I'm smoking. This spinach is quite strong. So we're in. You have to bear with me. Anyway, as I was trying to say, we're in a national park. We're in a Chapada Diamantina National Park, which is in the north of Brazil. Now, this before this place was a national park, it was actually the world's largest diamond producing region. Before they found diamonds in Africa, that is. This was the world's hub, the world's diamond hub, the Chapada Diamantina, which basically translates to something like diamond plateau, diamond fields, something like that. So they found a lot of diamonds here back in the day, a few hundred years ago. And yeah, this place has got a rich, very rich and famous diamond mining history. Since 1985, it's been a national park. The history went a little something like this. Around 150, 200 years ago, everybody was here trying to get rich, looking for diamonds. And there was African slaves here and everything. Right? The place was booming. And after the years went by, the diamonds started depleting. They were getting harder to find. And then one day somebody found diamonds in Africa, but lots and lots of big shiny fuckers, right? And that was it. Everyone literally got up and left the Chapada Diamantina. Overnight it became a ghost town, completely abandoned. Everyone went to Africa, took the slaves back with them and everything. And that was it. This place became a ghost town until the 1980s, which is when all these illegal miners turned up with their equipment, technology, pumps and dredges and all that fun stuff. And as you can imagine, they pretty much destroyed all the rivers and the ecosystem, wrecked the environment, totally wrecked the place quickly as well. Just destroyed. There was loads of people there, illegal miners everywhere, trying to suck up the last of the riches that the old timers missed, the bottom of the riverbeds. So yeah, that was going on. And then in 1985, the government decided they need to do something about the illegal mining situation. And that's when the Chapada Diamantina became a protected national park, wildlife reserve, and no more mining. So since then, the locals have been living off tourism, or that's been the plan. More so on the other side of those mountains that you can see over there, where they still have access to all the trails, the trail to the tallest waterfall in Brazil. It's just that over that side of the mountain is where the majority of the diamonds were found back in the day. So the town over there called Lençóis is a lot more developed. It's always had access for many years. There's a lot of beautiful architecture over there and stuff, because that's where they found most of the money. So as you can expect, it's a little bit more of a developed town. But I believe that the Valley of Capão, where we are now, is the next hot spot, just like Lençóis. I firmly believe it. And people, when they visit the Chapada, there's so much to see in the Chapada, guys. They tend to keep coming back, because you can't just come here and see everything in a couple of weeks or even a month. You need like 6 months at least. So what they'll do is sometimes they'll stay in Lençóis, sometimes they'll stay in Capão, sometimes they'll stay in Mucugê, sometimes they'll stay in Andorai. Yeah. They tend to keep coming back and move around, and then, some people find their favourite place. Like me, I bought land here in Capão because I really loved it. And some people really love Lençóis, and they maybe prefer to stay there when they come on their Chapada Diamantina annual holiday. But it's very popular with tourists. People keep coming back because there's so much to see. People tell their friends. Like I said, we're viral. Apparently we're viral in France, just on word of mouth. All these French tourists keep turning up. Yeah, so it's a fantastic spot for an Airbnb, which is what we're doing, which is why we're building Airbnbs, and we're giving them away, and it's going to be an absolutely awesome passive income for the winner. I keep saying 10 to 15,000, but 10,000 just seems too low. Like, the more I fucking say it, I should be saying 15 to 20,000 really. But let's say $15,000 a year passive income for the winner. Great spot to build an Airbnb. Lots of tourists, lots of tourist hotspots nearby. Tallest waterfall in Brazil, around 30 other waterfalls as well. Millions of hiking trails in the mountains that we can thank the old-timer mining exploration for. These mountains are full of hiking trails, guys. So very popular with hikers, backpackers. They're not big spenders, right? They're not big spenders, but they'll spend enough on the Airbnb to make you $15,000 a year. Plus, you're going to crush your competition. The only Airbnb with floor-to-ceiling windows in the Valley of Capão. Imagine that. That's a feature that you want in your Airbnb when you go into a place such as this, with 360-degree panoramic mountain views. Anyway, guys, if you want information on how you can win a house, just go to our website. All the information's on there. Check out the terms and conditions. Check out our public declaration, my public declaration, notarized under Brazilian law, first of its kind, which means you can sue me. You can go and verify all that for yourself. You can sue me if you win the house and I don't give it to you. Made it very easy for you guys to sue me, because it's the least I could do. And yeah, 25,000 tokens gets you a chance to win a house, or gets you 4 chances to win a house, because we're building 4 houses. We've publicly declared we'll be giving 4 houses away. So 25,000 tokens actually is like having 4 raffle tickets. And yeah, 100,000 tokens. So I've confused it now. But every 25,000 tokens is a raffle ticket. So 100,000 tokens, 4 raffle tickets. Each raffle ticket's going to get you 4 chances to win a house if you hold them to the very end. Anyway, when the market cap hits our milestones, first one is 10 million. somebody will win the house, and it will be completely random draw. We don't have any control over who's going to win. That's all verifiable as well. Check that out. Check out on our website how you can verify that the draw was random and a random winner was picked and we had no control over it for yourselves. Any third party can do the same. All completely transparent, this project. Transparency is key in a space like this, obviously, where everyone's just been fucking scammed and robbed for years, like on a daily basis. And you go into these fucking Telegram groups and everyone's trying to scam you, and they have these little communities and they're full of fucking scammers, and there's all these fucking Indians sending you fucking DMs constantly trying to get your money. It's just disgusting. And you go on X and it's nothing but fucking scams and rugs and bullshit. So yeah, finally a real project is here where we're giving away real IRL prizes, houses that produce value for the community and for everyone, for the people that use it, and for the owner, and we're producing real life bricks and mortar, guys. That's gonna add value to people's lives. There's no other way to put it. Not just a fucking dumbass joke that someone fucking tweeted and decided to turn into a coin, and everyone tried to get rich in one day, but you all got scammed and rugged. And yeah, those days are over, hopefully. Hopefully those days are over and people will not go back to gambling on that shit. Because so much better can be done, like what we're doing now. So much better can be done with that technology, guys. It doesn't have to be stupid memes that mean nothing. It can actually be real life value in the real world, and not trenchland. Making some fucking Indian dev rich. Rugging your ass. Yeah, but it wasn't looking good, was it? Last year, earlier this year, we had, was it last year or when was it? It was a couple of years ago. We had like kids were rugging people live, on live stream. Quant, well, that was his name, Quant. Little fucker. It was funny though. It was funny how he went viral and then his coin pumped to like millions after he dumped his bags. Yeah, but it wasn't good for the space, was it? Kids fucking rugging people and going viral, all types of shit. Celebrities rugging everyone. Then Trump came along and did the ultimate rug. Like, big boy rug style. Trump did the biggest meme coin rug in history. The president. And that wasn't a good look, was it? Let's be honest, guys. That was not a good look. Not just for him, but for like the entire meme coin space. Everyone was like, yeah, Trump's legitimizing crypto. No, he's not. No, he just rugged everyone on day one. Thanks, Trump. Trump, I actually believe Trump literally destroyed the trenches. Like, the trenches never got back to being what they were after Trump did what he did. And at the beginning, we all thought it was bullish. We were like, yeah, this is bullish. The president's launched a meme coin on Solana. The trenches are going to be pumping. Rug. Whoops. President just rugged everyone. Oh, shit. And then the Argentinian president, the chainsaw guy. What was his name? Fucking chainsaw crazy. Super far right-wing lunatic. I can't remember, it's Javier, fuck knows, but he launched Libra, didn't he? Or did he promote it? I don't fucking know. But he rugged everyone after Trump did. That was fun. It's all fun and games, it's all hilarious, of course. Unless you lost your money, which I can't say I feel sorry for you if you're gonna fucking, you know, buy Trump coin at the top. It's pretty dumb if you're gonna go all in on 70 billion market cap coin. But anyway, it was fun, wasn't it? Presidents rugging people, countries were rugging people, African countries started rugging people. Oh, it was legit. So yeah, it didn't do the space any favors, did it, guys? Let's be honest. Really didn't. Every fucking man and his dog was rugging people, from Donald Trump to fucking Kanye West. Like everyone was rugging people, man. Did Kanye West launch a coin in the end? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, really, hasn't it? I think I'll get some more Brazilian coffee in a minute. I'm wondering if it's going to rain. So guys, anyway, if you're joining the stream, this is where crypto meets construction. That's another one of our slogans. We're coming out with all the slogans now. We're like a real business. But keep coming out with fucking epic slogans for when I sell my meme coin course. Only joking. But I won't become a guru. I won't never sell courses. Anyway, what was my slogan for my course? The CPR method. The CPR. Consistence, persistence, resistance. Something like that. Anyway, if you're just joining in, guys, we're building Airbnbs in this beautiful Chapada Diamantina National Park that you can't see very well right now. But I built this stupid stick thing there. Now it's kind of blocking the view. There we go. It's a bit cloudy at the moment as well, but we've got a beautiful view of the Valley do Capão, in the Chapada Diamantina National Park. And this is where we are building Airbnbs, which you can win. They're real houses. And we're building 4 of them. My land goes right back there. So it's like a small football pitch here, basically. It's like 500 meters. It's enough to build 4 houses, 125 square meters. Fucking Airbnbs, they don't have to be mansions, do they? But you'll have enough room for a garden, you park your car, put a fucking swimming pool in if you want, if it's not already got one. Depends on which house you win. If you win the 4th house, you'll already have a swimming pool. If you win the 2nd or 3rd house, you'll at least have a jacuzzi on a roof. The first house is going to have floor-to-ceiling windows. That's going to be your feature, your main selling point on the Airbnb app, because nobody else has got that in this entire region. It's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. Oh, this dev chair makes so much difference. I wish I would have bought a chair like weeks ago. Anyway, I'm going to get some more coffee in a minute, guys. What time is it? I started the stream half an hour late today. It is because I was exhausted. Bitcoin rebounds to 106k. Ethereum up 7.4%. Wow. Nice. That's what we needed to reclaim, didn't we? We needed to get back to that 106k mark and hold it. And then we're good for the pump. I still believe there's a pump coming. I still do. I don't know. I've been in 2 minds like everyone else. It's 1 minute you're bearish, next minute you're bullish, then you're bearish, then you're bullish. It's been crazy. But I still believe there's a pump coming before the mega dump. Before the world market crash, where everything goes to zero. You heard it here first. When it comes out, 0. Yeah, when everything goes Dan La Pena style and everything goes to 0, I think we've got one little pump left until that happens. That's just my personal opinion. And this is not financial advice. I'm not a guru. I'm not selling any courses. Except for the CPR method. Anyway. What else can I talk about? I didn't do much this weekend other than just rest. People in town pretty active though. All my friends were out drinking. The town was quite full actually. There was quite a lot of people. But I just rested. I didn't drink too much. Just rested and ate food. Ate a pizza in the Pizza Lab. There's a little pizza place called the Pizza Lab. And it's really nice actually. If pizzas are cooked in like one of those like pizza ovens, but not the electric ones, the natural, what they called, stone baked pizza oven, stone and pizza ovens, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, right? Fire that cooks you pizza. And it's done in like fucking 2 minutes, so fast. Anyway, there's a place called the Pizza Lab, so I had some pizza there, and it was awesome. It wasn't too expensive. And I just tried not to drink too much and get as much rest as possible. Yeah, I'm still tired though. Let's get some coffee. That is a sign, that is an indicator that coffee is needed. I also need to blow my nose. Excuse me guys, just give me 1 second. I'll be very rude and go and blow my nose. Here we go, coffee time. The yawn is the coffee indicator. Wow, this guy's just left his food out like this. I'm gonna wrap it up. Builders, eh? I don't give a fuck. In the sun too. Anyway. Whoa. I thought that was plugged in. I sat on the electric saw. Luckily it wasn't plugged in. Right. I know it's being kind of slow. Like I said, the boys are not going 100%. Look, they're fixing the car now. Because if they go 100%, like, they could probably finish this today, the entire wall. But then what would they do tomorrow if the wood's not here? So I think they're just sort of, you know, pacing themselves until the wood arrives. I'm really praying it's going to be here this week. Like I said, last week they told me. I've been asking them. I was asking them for days. Do you know when the wood's going to arrive? Oh, we'll check. Then they won't respond. Then I'd wait a couple of days and I'd ask them again. Excuse me, have you any idea when the wood's going to arrive? Oh, I'll check now. And they did this like 4 times, right? And then when they finally replied, they said, oh yeah, it's going to be here next week. But they didn't give me a fucking day. So it's not filled me with confidence. So here we are in next week. We've not got a day. So between today and Friday, we're hoping the wood's just going to turn up. If it doesn't, then it's going to be next week. And we're like... We're back to this. We're in this cycle. So hopefully, we're fucking hoping that the wood's going to be here this week and not next week, because that'll put fucking hold on things. But I've bought some really nice hardwood called guajara. In case anyone's wondering what wood I've bought, it's got like a reddish, yellowish reddish colour to it, and it's a hardwood from the rainforest. It's resistant. It's good stuff. It's good wood. It's not crappy eucalyptus or anything cheap like that. Fucking bamboo. I really like bamboo if you know how to work with it. But it's not a cheap wood, is what I'm saying. It's a hardwood. It's a really good wood. Resistant, high quality. And I got big blocks, big squared 15 centimetre by 15 centimetre squares, so they're quite chunky pieces, and they're 5 meters long. I got 30 of those. It's got a shitload of wood, guys. The roof, this side's going to be the tall end. Everywhere where there's no bricks is going to be floor to ceiling windows. Now this is going to be the tall end. Right there on this side, right? This is going to be the tall side. So the roof's going to slope from one side down to the other. That's going to be the low end on the back wall, and the tall side is going to be where the floor to ceiling windows are. However, on that side of the property, there is going to be like a there is going to be like a, I don't know, you know, like that shape to the roof. There is going to be a section that's like this, because on that side of the property is going to be a wooden deck where the bedroom's going to be upstairs, so it needs extra headspace so you can still walk around when you're on the wooden deck. So with just that section, there's going to be a part of the roof that's shaped like that, if that makes any sense. I have to just describe it to you because I don't have the architectural plans, which I promise I will for the next project. No obrigado. No obrigado. They're offering me some watermelon, but I don't really fuck with fruit, to be honest. I actually, I know people are going to think I'm crazy for this, but I do firmly believe fruit is bad for you. Like really bad for you. If you go to any country where fruit basically comes from, where they eat tons of fruit, and they always have eaten a lot of fruit, African countries, countries in South America, you will find that they have a problem with high blood pressure and a problem with diabetes. Like on a huge scale, especially when it comes to high blood pressure. Ask any black person. And my theory is this is down to the fruit. This is down to all of the fucking sugar. They're eating ridiculous amounts of it, guys, every day. right? Now, Europeans don't have like high blood pressure, like genetically. We're not like genetically predisposed to have high blood pressure. And we don't eat fucking fruit, you know. That's the only. We don't eat tons of fruit like they do in these other countries where they have this high blood pressure problem. So that's my theory. My theory is fruit is not good. That's why it's up in the trees. It naturally wasn't placed there for us. Our food walks on the ground, guys, where we can catch it. It's not hidden up in the trees, okay? That's for the animals. That's what I think. Maybe in small amounts, like, you know, as like a dessert or something. You could treat fruit as that style of meal, but as like a healthy part of a balanced diet, that sounds ridiculous to me. I think you're insane. I think your balanced diet is mostly meat and eggs, and all parts of the animal should be drinking cooking its bones, making a broth, and drinking that. That's like a lubricant for your body, for your joints, for everything. Lubricates your gut, everything. Meat, eggs, water. I don't really think that you need all this fucking fruit and vegetables like they say. I really don't believe it. Not buying it, guys. Not buying it. And if you just think about it logically, back in the day when humans went on these big exploration expeditions, do you think they took tons of fucking potatoes with them? Or do you think that they just took some cows and some chickens and whatever grain that they needed to eat to survive so that they could walk? Obviously, like, the amount of calories for weight per gram, come on, it just doesn't make any. You nuts. Plus, potatoes can't walk. They've got no legs, right? So how are you going to travel? You're not going to get very far on fruit and vegetables. That's what I'm saying. You're not going very far. And you're going to get high blood pressure, and you're going to be fat. In fact, when I want to gain weight, I just start hammering fruit and bananas. Like if I'm going to the gym and I actually want to put on a few kilos, which is really difficult for me, I have to go high calorie. I just start throwing bananas into my diet, like lots of them, and fruit smoothies, and I bulk up so much faster. Like a fast bulk, you know? So all this, people think they can eat fucking fruit and vegetables to lose weight. They're just fucking insane. What they want to be doing is cutting that shit out and just eating meat and eggs. Weight will fall off. Now, I know that doesn't make sense to people because they're like, but it's animal fat and blah, blah, blah. Where's all that sugar going from the fruit that you're eating? Where do you think you're storing all that shit? It's too much energy. Just like, you don't even need it. Trust me guys, because the government are telling you to eat 5 pieces of fruit and veg a day. They're also telling you to fucking take a vaccine every 6 months. You decide. You make the fucking decision. You make the decision who's got your best interests at heart. And that was like an international World Health Organization campaign, the 5 fruit and veg a day. That was a World Health Organization backed international campaign. They want the whole world to eat 5 pieces of fruit and veg a day. They also want, the same people also want the whole world to take fucking 20 COVID vaccines, right? So fuck these guys. I'm not taking your vaccines, I'm not eating your fucking poisoned fruit and veg, and I'm not drinking your poisonous water either. Call me tinfoil hat, right? But I mean, it's not even like conspiracy theory anymore, is it? Really, it's just blatant facts. Like anyone with eyes to see can see that we're getting scammed. And I think that the 5 fruit and veg a day is part of the scam. That's what I'm saying. That's my theory. That's my conspiracy theory today. The 5 fruit and veg a day World Health Organization scam. World Health Organization. The World Health Organization want you to eat 5 fruit and veg a day. You decide. Charles fucking Schwab and fucking and Bill Gates, they want you to eat fake meat and plenty of fruit and veg, lots of it, because it's good for you, because they fucking love you, they care about you.
Salve. Salve, família. É o melhor lugar do mundo, é aqui.
Yeah, best place in the world.
Não tem outro lugar, não.
There's no other place like Kapal. Rock and roll. Yeah, I keep saying it. Everyone that lives here, nobody wants to leave. And there's not much land left available now. It's pretty much all been sold. The land near to the town, anyway. If you don't want to live up in the hills, you want to be close to the town where all the vibes are. It's pretty much all gone. It's a national park, so it's all protected area. You can't just build anywhere. So that's it. Nobody wants to leave. This land's all been sold. Once people have built their houses, they're not going to want to leave either. They're not going to want to sell. So that's it. If you want a house in the Valley of Kapau, in this beautiful valley, this national park, you're going to have to try and win one of mine, I think, because there's no land. There's no more land to buy. I mean, this land's available next door. If anybody's interested, you can come and live next door to the Gringo. We'll launch some fucking meme coins, eh? This land's available still next door, but after that there's not much left, guys. It's pretty much gone. So if you want a house in this national park, you're gonna have to try and win this one that we're building, or one of the other 3 that we're about to build after this one. We're giving them all away. So first project of its kind, guys. If you're just joining in, one of the tallest waterfalls in Brazil's up there behind that mountain peak. It's called the Cachoeira Fumaça, which means smoky falls. And it's called that because the water rises up like smoke. It's quite mysterious up there. It's a strange experience. It takes a couple of hours to walk up there. There's a trail. There's a trail that goes along there that way. But it's worth the walk. I'm going to wait for it to rain a bit more and then go up there again. I've only been up there once, and it was in the middle of winter a few months ago when I arrived in the valley, in the Chapada, and it was raining and I couldn't see much and it was fucking cold as well. Whoa! Oh, my blue thing's good. Whoa! I'm getting dust in my eyes and everything. Look, this is what I had to try and sleep with last night. It was flapping around worse than that. It was making a hell of a noise. But I'm going to have to fix this. I did a bad job. I'm not a fucking builder. I did a bad job. I might fix it now actually, because it's making a hell of a fucking noise, guys. Really annoying. I tried. It should be okay like that for now. I'll fix it later when I'm not streaming. So anyway, as I was saying, the Chapada Diamantina National Park or you can win this Airbnb. Going to be a good passive income for the winner. And if you want to find out how you can win, you just go to our website. Finishing off plastering the walls. We've got running water now, so Dev can take showers. Life changing. No more jacuzzi. No more off-grid jacuzzi. Look how green it is. Look, look, look. Probably making dengue. Probably going to kill the entire town. Don't tell anyone. I'll go to jail. No, I think dengue only happens if the water doesn't move, because the boys are using it to mix cement. I don't think dengue gets a chance to. The eggs get destroyed when the water moves or something. I might be wrong about that. We might just make dengue and kill the entire town. Anyway, so got running water now. Finishing plastering the walls. We're waiting for the wood to arrive. So everywhere where you can see now where there's no bricks, it's because we're waiting for the wood to come. It's all gonna be wooden window frames, big tall ones, floor to ceiling windows, which is going to be the feature of the Airbnb. And it's a good feature because no one else has got it. It's going to be the only one on the app. Look at these stunning views. You want floor to ceiling windows, right? Of course you do. Anyway, yeah, I was pretty worried last night sleeping in my tent because of the way the wind was blowing. I was actually concerned that the wind, it could tug on it a bit at a time like this, and the brick would eventually move to the edge and fall down onto my tent and kill me while I'm asleep. That would have been fun. I was actually genuinely concerned about that. I couldn't sleep very well because of it. But it was too dark and windy for me to get up and do anything about it. So I just had to risk. Being killed in my sleep. Hey, anyway, it is actually starting to warm up in the Valley of Kapau, even though it's grey today. It's still hot. So, we're going to have to break out the Christmas hats soon, aren't we? And start producing Christmas content. Get out the Santa hats and some elf ears. Start making Christmas videos for fucking TikTok and Instagram. We're doing alright on Instagram now, actually. Not on TikTok for some reason. But we're doing okay on Insta. Nothing great, but decent. Improvements anyway, vast improvements on Instagram. It's just for some reason we're not getting the views on the old TikTok-y. I need a spinach break. That's what I need, guys. Let's go. Give me a second.
Dá um pratinho disso aqui, não tem nada para pega a peneira lá e passa a peneira nesse resto de massa aqui para dar um limpada aqui comigo.
Wow, the wind is crazy. My old rolling papers, that would suck. That would suck fucking ass. No. I refuse to believe it. We'll find one.
Olha pra cair.
Not rolling papers. That's okay. I'm sure I had one. Let's see what we can do. I feel like that camera's going to blow over. No. No. Guys, I'm losing everything today. Looking for my lighter, guys. Porque aqui, agora eu sei porque esse cara quer ver essas mulheres no café. Você viu esse aqui que iam lá dentro? Alguém viu um isqueiro? É. Builder's got him.
Hang on. Você viu aí porque aqui tem Se eu tivesse não.
Right, it's getting windy, guys. But the build continues brick by... Oh my god. Brick by brick. It's getting extremely windy. Guys, if you're just tuning into the stream, we're building Airbnbs in this beautiful national park in the north of Brazil, Chapada Diamantina National Park. Look it up on Google. You'll see lots of beautiful images of waterfalls and mountains and hiking trails and caves. Amazing place. And we're building Airbnbs to give away so you can win yourself a house in a national park. To find out how, just go to our website. All the information's on there. Fully transparent, 100% organic project, the first of its kind ever. And we're showing people what we can do with crypto. What you can do with crypto, because if I can do it, you can do it. I'm a fucking nobody. Okay, you need something to stream. You need some skills, but anybody can do it, is what I'm saying. Everyone's got access to this same technology. Now, an average Joe like me can launch a crypto construction project and give a house away without having a major marketing network, without having any influence of any kind in the space, without spending hundreds of thousands or millions on a marketing campaign. I just launch a coin on Pump Fund with the click of a button, and here we are, giving houses away. Thanks to the blockchain. So it does have its uses, this technology. It can produce real world results rather than just moving numbers around, which is what people thought was all that can be done with it. But there's a lot that can be done with crypto in the real world. A lot that the average person can use rather than just wheels, you know. But the more you think about it, hopefully I don't fall back on this chair. The more you think about it, the more amazing it is. Time are we on? Almost 10:15 here in AM Brazil. I always get hungry about this time and start looking at time. Time's it? Lunchtime yet? Isn't lunchtime yet? Yeah, so we're just building this Airbnb to give away. This is house number 1. We're giving away 4 houses, guys. The boys are taking their time. We're waiting for a delivery of wood. Hopefully, they told me this week. They told me this week the wood will arrive. As soon as the wood arrives, we start putting in the structure of the actual house. The roof can go on. The window frames can be built, floor to ceiling windows, the main feature of the property, the main attraction. And things really start to take place fast. As soon as the wood arrives, like within days, it starts to look like a completely different project. I think at that point people will start aping in. Also, our content online improves as the project improves, so we've got more to show. So we get more attention. You know, the last few videos have just been like plastering walls, and you know, then there was videos just of doing the foundation. But it's a process, right? It's a process. We just got to be consistent. And yeah, the videos will start to look really cool when there's a wooden frame, a house frame, and windows, and the floor goes in. They'll make cool videos, and you know, the window frames go up. That'll make a cool video. There's lots of cool stuff coming over the next 26 days, working days. Let's say 26 working days. Yeah, lots of cool stuff happening, guys. Yeah, these could be your views. Got panoramic views, which will be visible from the wooden decking. The wooden deck area where the bed's going to be, just up there. It's going to have a 3 meter wide platform. And that will have windows on every side, so you'll have views, panoramic mountain views from your bed, which should be another awesome feature for Airbnb. It's going to crush this. It's going to crush the app. If I don't give it away and I end up living in it or renting it out or whatever, it's going to crush. On the phone and plastering at the same time. Good morning, people. Welcome to the stream. We should be on X, YouTube, and Pump Fun. I don't know how the Pump Fun stream's doing. It's always laggy and weird. I think Elon needs to spend some more money on his app. I won't start complaining about it again. But yeah, I think X is probably the best place to follow us for updates of the project, and also for the live stream. It's probably a little bit better on the X platform. Elon be Elon in this case, in this scenario. Or in every possible scenario, I think. But yeah, you can catch us live streaming the entire process of this construction. Sorry for me, I'm so tired today. This one's going to be done in 26 working days, providing the wood's delivered. If the wood starts taking ages, that might put a hold on things. If that happens, it is what it is. This is a real life construction, you know, there's nothing I can fucking do. But let's just hope that the wood arrives this week like they told me it would. Anyway, "26 days, 26 working days, house number 1 will be done. We'll be able to give it away. If we hit our milestones, and then we start building, even if we don't hit our milestones, we start building house 2, 3 and 4 over. I don't know why I'm doing that with the camera. I don't know why I'm doing this. But we start building house 2, 3 and 4 if we hit our wherever we hit our milestones or not. I've got houses to fucking build, okay guys? And I think it's only a matter of time. Keep posting these videos. Videos are going to get even more interesting. Don't forget, guys, even if it takes 6 months, at some stage we're going to have 4 operating, working Airbnbs producing a provable income, along with a public declaration that we will give these Airbnbs away when we hit our milestones. At some point we're going to have 4 actual working, functioning, finished, beautiful properties in a beautiful location, and then it's just a matter of pumping the fucking chart to the milestones, and we'll give the fuckers away. And I believe we will make it at some point. At some stage, we'll make it. Just a matter of time. Been saying it from the beginning. I was saying it when we were streaming at 6k market cap on the floor with no holders. 4 people watching the live stream on Pump Fun, all fudding the project. Everyone in the trenches thought I was nuts. But we remained persistent and consistent. When I say we, I mean I did. There's a little team behind the scenes now, but that all came together organically thanks to me just being nuts and not giving up and streaming at 6k market cap. Even my friends told me that it's done, man. You gave it a go. Good try. Hats off to you, mate. But you're done. You're cooked. That was my own buddies, and I was like, what? I've not even started posting videos yet. Like, come on, man. This is just the beginning. There's no point relaunching another project. I did launch, like, the first one failed because I didn't have the Pump Fun app downloaded, and I was trying to stream through the browser, and the stream just kept cutting off every few minutes. It was awful, and everyone cheated the coin. Even though it pumped initially, everyone cheated the coin, and I couldn't fucking fix the app. And then I got my head down later that night, found a way to download the actual Pump Fun app, which for some reason I couldn't do on Android in Brazil without doing a load of other complicated stuff first, downloading another app, and then going into that app and downloading the Pump Fun app via the other app. And listen, it was long. I had to ask ChatGPT what on earth I could do. Luckily, ChatGPT helped me. Anyway, long story short. Oi! My doggies are barking. Hey, I'm streaming. Shut up, Georgie. Shh. Shh. Right, do you want water in your face? Exactly. Anyway, long story short, what the fuck was I saying? See, dogs disturb my chain of thought. Georgie, making all that noise. Yeah, long story short, I decided to relaunch once I'd got the Pump Fun app working, and relaunched the live stream from a new coin. Because the initial launch was such a disaster. The dog's going to get water in its face. Hey. Hey. Look at him hiding, look. Hey. Hiding behind his box. Do you want water in your face? How are you doing, Nicholas? Buddy? Yeah, so that's why if you go to the dev wallet, you'll see that I launched 2 coins, because the first one was just a complete disaster due to the app, basically. Due to the live stream Pump Fun bullshit. Anyway, that's the story of the launch. After the second one, once the live stream was running perfectly, and that was it. I've launched now. I'm sticking to this coin. I'm not fucking giving up. I'm going to start making content and keep streaming, and let's see what happens. The trenches know about me, so when they see that I'm still here next week, you know, people might start to think, maybe this does have a future. And that was my chain of thought anyway. So everyone that thought I was completely nuts streaming at 6k market cap, I don't think I was nuts. It's a different style of meme coin. It's not a pump and dump. I can't build a house in a day. So just because, you know, the coin's on the floor in the first week doesn't really make any difference to me. I've got a fucking house to build, so I may as well keep streaming it, and maybe at some point it picks up. It's not a normal project. So when my friends were telling me, no, you know what meme coins are like, it's cooked, man, start another one, try something else, and I was like, I felt like there's something that people are not getting. This project is different. I'm building a house. It's not the project actually means something in the real world. There's a real world outcome to this, unlike any other meme coin. So relaunching doesn't make sense just because you didn't pump to the moon on the first day. You didn't get, you know, 10 million worth of volume. It doesn't. It's meaningless in the grand scheme of things, because you know, I never expected a coin to pump. You can't pump to 10 million in a day and give a house away when it's not ready. So and you know, we've not got market makers doing some fucking fake pump, right, rugging everyone. So it's an organic chart, it's an organic launch, it's an organic project, it's an organic community. It's got a live stream, it's got a face who's doxed, who can sue. If you win the house and I don't give it to you, you can sue me, because I made a public declaration in the Brazilian law. It's original. Nobody else is doing anything like this. It's literally, I just think this project's a game changer. I don't know if anybody else out there's got the same vision. Well, I know people do, because there's a small team of us holding the coin, trying to push this. But I've not seen anything else like this on Solana. All the bullcrap I've seen in the trenches, there's nothing like this with it's got real world outcome, guys. Just one of you people can actually win a real house. That's amazing. And it could be somebody that needs a house, or really needs that passive income. Could make a lot of difference to their lives. And imagine more people are doing projects like this, where, you know, you're actually giving something of real value away. You're not just trying to get rich out of fucking thin air, out of some meme, some bad joke, some fucking tweet. It makes no sense, man. And the only memes that pump anyway, the only memes like that pump, it's just all manipulated. It's got a team of whales behind it. It's got market makers moving the chart. None of the charts just move organically. Come on, guys. Not anymore. Maybe back in a day, but not anymore. Unless there's, for example, a live stream attached to it, where they can promote themselves in the future. They can keep producing content, you know, keep doing marketing. They've got a project to market, they've got content to produce, got something to show. It's not just a meme. Like, how far can you take it? Watch how fast this fella is. I've seen a video on Instagram of some fat Chinese kid doing plastering a wall, but he was doing it with a big shovel. He was getting these massive shovels of cement and just going pop like that on the wall. He did it fast, boy. I need to make a video like that. I need a fat Chinese kid that's really fast at plastering walls. Yeah, just go viral every video. That's what I need, a fat Chinese kid. That will go viral. Anyone know any fat Chinese kids? Send them over. Tell him Bad Gringo's got a job for him. Fat Chinese kids that can plaster walls faster than anyone in the land. That's what I need to pump this project. So this is house number 1, guys. If you're just joining the stream, building a house, an Airbnb specifically, to rent on Airbnb. That's why we're called Airbnb, and we're giving it away. Building 4 Airbnbs. And we plan to give all 4 away. We've promised to give all 4 away. Publicly declared. So that's, I can't get out of it now. It's too late for the dev. I need a haircut. And plug my shavers in. I'm camping, guys. I'm camping in a tent, so sometimes I look a bit scruffy on the stream. Need a shave and a haircut. I look a bit tired. I had a terrible night's sleep last night with the wind. I do have running water now, so Dev can take showers. Life-changing. Oh, thank God. Get my hat on, because even though it's cloudy, the sun can burn my little white Irish head sometimes, even through the clouds. So this is pretty much it for the walls. This is going to be the last one to be plastered inside. I can see still got a little bit left to do in the bathroom. But for the inside, at least, that'll be it. And then I imagine they'll start work on the outside of the wall. So we're going to have fully plastered walls within the next couple of days. I hope the wood arrives soon. I'm going to send them a message today, actually. Just to stay on top of them. Big, beautiful wooden beams are going to be running through the property. I got 5 metre long pieces of wood. And it's a 5 by 10 metre property, so the 5 metre long wood is going to run across the property like that, and that way. And there'll be wooden beams throughout the property. It will look nice and rustic. So white walls and a light yellow to reddish coloured wooden beams and wooden house frame. It's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look amazing. I'm so glad I bought this chair, but none of the ground is flat. Anyway, we've got a good view here. We've got a good view of the build. It's 10:33 in the AM. What date is it today? Is it the 9th? 10th? It's the 10th. It's the 10th, so watch out for emotional and aggressive people today. I'm into numerology, and days like this, you'll usually see people a little bit more aggressive and impatient and argumentative. You might see some road rage. You just might experience just a little bit more anxiety today with that aggressive energy of the day. Since it's a number 1, number 10 is also a number 1 in numerology, and that is a masculine number. It's also a 3 day, which is the communication number, so a good day to socialize and spend time with your friends. Maybe avoid aggressive strangers, because it is an aggro day today. But that's my read on the day. We had an interesting day the other day on the 8th. It was an 8 day and a 28 day, which are all money numbers. So that was a good day to get paid. And also a good day to pay your employees if you're running a business. Also a good day to start a business, the 28th. the 8th, which was also a 28-day, sorry. Anyway, that's enough numerology. Let's get back to Airbnb. Here in this national park, in the Chapada Diamantina in Brazil, in the state of Bahia, which is in the north. Beautiful state. A little bit more of an African vibe as far as the culture is concerned. I've lived in Brazil for around 7 years. I lived in Rio, I lived in Sao Paulo, I lived a little bit in Minas Gerais. I went on a lot of adventures. I moved house an awful lot of times over the years, so I've lived everywhere. Walked across the country with my dog during COVID, walked for months and months. So I've seen a lot of Brazil. I've experienced all different aspects of the culture. Lived in cities, by the beaches, lived in the hills, in the mountains, in national parks like where we are now. And I've never found a place like the Chapada Diamantina, like the Vale do Cacau. It's just one of the most relaxing and calm places that I've been to, because I've been very frustrated since I lived in Brazil for the last 7 years. I've found it very, very, very frustrating. We won't go into all the reasons why, because you call me a racist. But it's not been a lot of fun. I was actually on my way out of here. I was thinking I'm going to go to Colombia. I lived in Venezuela, by the way, before I lived in Brazil. I was thinking I'm going to go to Colombia, get back to speaking Spanish, Espanol, get some Colombianas. I love Colombian women and Venezuelan women. But yeah, Brazil just wasn't fucking doing it for me. I thought, I'm going to get out of here, but let me stop in Bahia first. And I kind of randomly stopped in this Chapada Diamantina National Park. Just randomly arrived, wasn't planned, with my 2 dogs. I'm travelling out of here by car, right, because I can't fly with the dogs. So one bit at a time, one state at a time, stop here, stop there. I thought I'll stop in Bahia, stop in the Chapada Diamantina, and decided to stay because I thought good investment opportunity, and I love the place. So that's how I ended up here. I mean, it's a bit of that's the very, very, very short version. Arriving here from Venezuela was interesting. I didn't plan to come to Brazil, but I loved it in Venezuela. Unfortunately, the economy crashed. The socialist government ruined everything. The communists. And they turned it into a total shithole. And there was no food. Money was worthless. It was basically a war zone. You couldn't go out at night because you get robbed. Everyone was starving. People were eating trash in the streets. The military were just basically fucking killing people if they were protesting. The government also armed like gangs in the ghettos and gave them motorbikes and weapons, and they were basically became like a government militia type thing, like a rogue militia, but the government would give them orders. So anytime some protests sparked up, if people were protesting, instead of sending the military to fucking tear gas everyone and beat everyone up and shoot them with plastic bullets, which made the government look bad, what the government would do would send these hoodlums, these fucking gangsters, these mafia that they'd armed and paid, and they'd just go around and fucking kill people, and that would scare everybody away from protesting. And the government could also deny responsibility and say, no, that's just like a rogue militia that support the government, but they're armed and, you know, they're nothing to do with us. So that was happening, and it worked. The government's strategy to stop people from protesting, that people were afraid to protest because they were getting shot by criminals on motorbikes. It was fucking ruthless, guys. And this was all happening live on TV, by the way. So all the middle class left, all the students, which were the majority of the protesters, were like the young students. That's who you depend on when it comes to having a revolution. So they all started leaving. All the middle class that could afford to leave left, sold everything and left. People who couldn't afford to leave just walked out on foot. There was no flights, the airports were closed. So I had two choices, Colombia or Brazil, and I chose Brazil. I should have chose Colombia, but I chose Brazil because I was a professional poker player at the time. That's how I was making my money. I was playing online poker. And in Venezuela, I lived like a king for like $500 a month, so I didn't need to make much. You know, for me to extract $500 from online poker, I'm a really good player. It's not hard. I could play really, really low stakes and live like a fucking king. Like, in order for me to live like that lifestyle in the UK, for example, where I'm from, I'd need to be playing really high stakes poker, which is very competitive. I need to make a lot of money. I'd have to play against really good players, right? Different ball game. So for me, I'd just play these baby stakes. Easily make $500 a month playing multiple tables, and it was just very easy for me to extract money from the game whenever I needed it, and I didn't even need to work all the time, just whenever I felt like working type thing. Log into my computer, click, put in a few thousand hands, extract money and live my life. So when I came to leaving the country, it was kind of an emergency situation. The whole country was falling apart. And I didn't have like a lot of money saved up, although I was living this fantastic lifestyle. I had a beautiful girlfriend who went to the beach every weekend, you know, paid for her clothes and her makeup and her hair and her nails and all that stuff. My girl was very happy, I was very happy. Although we had this fantastic lifestyle from playing poker, I didn't have like a lot of capital like in reserve. So when it came to leaving the country and going to a much more expensive country like Brazil, basically arrived in Brazil on the bus with like $300. It was a big gamble, and I put that into a live poker game in Sao Paulo, in Santos. I found a small poker club. I fucking destroyed those boys. I fucking destroyed those guys. Not only did I run like God, right? Not only was luck on my side, not only did I run like fucking Jesus Christ himself, but I was also, the skill level was, the gap in skill level was insane, more than what I'm used to online even, which was becoming tougher and tougher online actually, especially on PokerStars. If anybody knows about poker, you remember it's not like it used to be, which I don't play poker anymore. But yeah, I fucking destroyed those boys. It was just a little tiny club with one table, the same players, and it was only open 2 days a week. I fucking destroyed them in like 8 sessions in the first month. Just rinsed them, took all the money out of the game. I was playing with like politicians. There was like a rich politician, like the chief of the Sao Paulo police, some restaurant owners, you know, business owners and stuff. The boys had money, but they couldn't fucking play poker for shit. They were insane gamblers. People were just trying to get all in, like every hand, just insane nuts, just totally nuts game. Never seen anything fucking like it. Like you may as well have been playing against Trillium with fucking fake money. That's the style of poker these people were playing. They were insane, never gonna win. Right? Yeah, I destroyed those boys. And then I moved out of Santos, which was basically a small beach town, but that's the town I arrived in. That was the only poker club I could find online, basically. But once I got into the cities, into Sao Paulo, and I started to learn that I was in the wrong spot for poker, I needed to be in the city, not by the beach. So I moved into the city, rented an apartment with the money that I took out of this small poker game. I rented a nice apartment. I bought a little puppy, a little dog, I paid for my girl to come out of Venezuela and live. We lived together, and we got new clothes and new phones and all this stuff. Right, life changing. And I moved to the city where there was 24-hour poker clubs, lots of different clubs, so I could just move around. Right, fucking rinsing people, absolute annihilation, just epic. Not only did I continue to run like God for the next like 6 months, couldn't lose a hand of poker, even when I made a mistake, the Lord would come down and fucking save me. People hated my ass. They hated my ass. It all friendly at the beginning. Oh, where are you from? England. Oh, you play poker and stuff, right? They all loved me. Oh, we're playing poker with a gringo, right? Yeah, after a few months of just losing to me, they couldn't figure out whether I was like cheating, whether I'm a fucking psychic, whether I'm like a poker god or something like that. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't. None of them could figure out my strategy. What I was doing to fucking beat these guys. What is it? Because sometimes it just looks like I'm doing crazy shit myself, and they're like, it doesn't make sense. How is he beating us every day? But I rinsed these guys. My strategy was my kung fu was too fucking strong, right? Kung fu was too strong. Right? My kung fu was better than theirs. So they all got fucked. They all went broke. They didn't go broke because they were rich. They could afford to lose money. That was the good thing about the game. I wasn't playing against brokies. These guys could afford to lose with a smile on their face. But eventually, after a few months, the smile worn off. They all hate me. I've got a super hot girlfriend now that comes with me to the club and sits next to me at the games. My girl from Venezuela, she was smoking hot. Young, beautiful, loves me to pieces, or loved me to pieces. It's all over now. It's all over now. But yeah, they fucking hated me. They hated me. My girl was better looking than theirs. My kung fu was better than theirs. I took all their money every day. I was very cocky about it as well, as you would be. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun playing poker in Sao Paulo. All good things come to an end though. Tragic story. Dog died. Girl left. Money went to zero. Gringo started drinking. Life went to fucking shit. Literally overnight. Like, it was so fast. It was such a fast downfall from the height that I climbed to, seemingly from nothing as well. I went from zero to hero and back to zero again, but like real rock bottom zero. Dog died, girl left, I'm just drinking and other things as well. Life went to fucking shit, guys, in like a week. It was hell, and it took me many years to bounce back. My bad luck run continued after my girl left. I couldn't fucking win anything. I couldn't win at poker. I couldn't get anything right. Any business I tried failed. Any investment I made went to zero. Like, it was a hard few years, and I was in a foreign country. I was in Brazil. No friends, no family near me, nobody to help me. It was a bit of a nightmare, but I made it through in the end. You just never give up, never give in. And yeah, I made it out in the end. I crawled out on my hands and knees, one brick at a time, as we say here at the Airbnb build. And now here we are, I'm a landowner. So I'm back to like hero status again, almost. From zero to hero to zero, and now I'm back at almost at hero status once again. So a bit of a roller coaster last few years for me on my travels around South America, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great experience. I wish Venezuela didn't fall apart. That wasn't my fault. I had no control over the politics. The economy crash. It was a complete disaster. The worst inflation, like Zimbabwe style inflation. The only reason you didn't see like $1 billion dollar Zimbabwe notes like you saw in Zimbabwe. The only reason you didn't see that in Venezuela is because the government would started to remove zeros from the currency. So 1,000, they're like, right, 1,000 is now 100 because we're removing a zero. Okay? to try and so that they wouldn't have these 10,000, 100,000, 100 million bolivar. That's the currency in Venezuela, it's bolivars. So they wouldn't have these 100,000, 1 million bolivar notes like they have in Zimbabwe. They decided, well, we'll just remove a zero where every time it gets too high, we'll remove a zero again. Once 100 becomes 1,000, we'll just remove one of the zeros and turn it back to 100. that was their master plan. Fucking ridiculous levels of ignorance, guys, on the socialist part. Like, Jesus. Yeah, they fucking destroyed that place so quickly. I literally went to the supermarket one day and there was no food. There was just a crowd of angry people outside, and the military were there with these big guns, and everyone was screaming and shouting. And I knew like just a few words in Spanish. I'd only been there for a couple of months. The economy crashed the minute I fucking got there, basically. Things went downhill from the second I arrived. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about economies. I didn't even know this was possible. How can food run out? In an oil nation, doesn't make sense. But anyway, I turned up at the supermarket one day. There's a crowd of angry people. The military are there. The food's gone. And I'm asking people, like, what's going on? The food's gone. And I'm like, well, what time is it going to arrive? They're like, it's not coming back. Ever. I'm like, okay. That makes sense. But they were right. The food didn't come back. And the whole country turned into a disaster. Pretty soon there was like 12-hour-long queues outside of pharmacies because they heard that diapers were getting delivered, and people would literally camp outside the pharmacy and queue up for days so that they could buy diapers for their babies. And there was no medicine in the pharmacies. You couldn't even get like anti-contraceptive, like you couldn't even get like condoms or paracetamol, just basic medicine. So if you had like high blood pressure or anything like that, diabetes, one of your family members basically had to go to Colombia and get your medicine there, or you were going to die. So that's what started happening. And then people started to eat the trash. So you come out your house one day and the street would be full of people, families, just normal citizens, normal what were working professionals. They're still working, they still have a job, teachers, doctors, stuff like that. You'd find these people in the mornings going through your trash to try and find food. Like 6 a.m. before the sun came out. And cooked all the trash bags. But they would be there at 6 in the morning, sometimes with their children, every day, trying to find food in the trash. And then they go to work after they've eaten breakfast out of the trash bags. They go to work at their normal job, whether they're a teacher or a doctor. I was talking to professionals who were eating my trash in the morning, and I was asking them about their situation. They're like, bro, I'm a fucking doctor. Like, I've been a doctor for 20 years. I'm still working. I'm going to work later in the hospital, but I've got to eat trash because now the money that I receive at the end of the month is only worth about $20. And it just about buys a bag of rice, if I can find it, if I can queue up long enough. He has to queue up for a couple of days if the rice does arrive. And his $20 just about buys a bit of rice that won't last a week. And, that's about it. His money's fucking gone. Gets some rice and some other stuff and some cooking oil, and that's it. It's over, some toilet paper, and that's it. Money's gone. So, yeah, that was the situation. You had people going to work, because what else were they going to do? Just stop working? And then the country's even worse then. There's no doctors, there's no teachers. So the people were just going to work just out of like, I don't know, like a sense of pride, or just out of, well, what else can I do type thing. And they weren't getting paid, basically, and they were starving to death. So that was the situation, in case anybody doesn't know. That's what I lived through in Venezuela. It was pretty fucking rough. But I didn't want to leave the country. I loved it there. I wanted to wait for things to blow over. But it appeared, it was like COVID. It was like, oh, it's never going to end. It's getting worse. The lockdowns are getting worse. It was like COVID. It's like everything was getting worse. The situation was just getting worse all the time. There was no sign of improvement. The government just turned into a narco-socialist, just a bunch of drug dealers and assassins, basically. Nicolas Maduro, there's actually like a $60 million warrant on his head, I believe, a bounty by the US. This is one of the world's most wanted criminals right now. But before that, when I was there, he became the president. He was passed down the presidency from Hugo Chavez, who was just another socialist. But this guy was even worse, Nicolas Maduro. He used to be a bus driver. He's just a fucking clown, basically. Just a criminal. And the whole country just turned to shit really, really, really quickly. I never thought that would even be possible. But I left reluctantly. I had to leave in the end. Mainly left for my girl. Because I had a beautiful girlfriend and she was young. And she wanted to study in university and stuff like that. And it was like, her country's gone to shit. I kind of felt sorry for her. And our lives were very difficult as well. You know, we couldn't like do stuff. So it was like, let's just go to another country and try and, you know, make something of it, try and make a life somewhere else, and hopefully we'll have a better life experience. Because our beautiful Venezuela's gone to absolute misery and hell and chaos. So that's what happened in Venezuela. Venezuelans didn't want to leave, by the way. If you've got lots of Venezuelans in your country and you're sick of them, and you're like, these fucking Venezuelans, right? I assure you, they did not want to leave Venezuela. They were perfectly happy in paradise. None of them wanted to leave. And I'm sure they would all go back in a heartbeat if the situation was salvaged and it was possible for them to go back and have a normal life again in Venezuela like they used to. Yeah, very rich oil nation with a very small population. More oil in the Lake Maracaibo than the entire reserves of Saudi Arabia. They've got more oil in one lake than the whole of Saudi Arabia. And look how rich the Saudi Arabian princes are. But these fucking retard left-wing lefty socialists, these morons in their ignorance, managed to crash the oil industry in Venezuela to the extent that they now import oil from other countries. That is how negligible these socialists are. They had no idea how to manage and administrate oil production on a scale that the private companies were doing before the socialists kicked them out and nationalized the oil industry, which sounds like a fucking good idea when you're talking to a bunch of poor, starving Venezuelans who just need a little bit of help. Well, you know, it's very easy to appeal to them when you're saying, right, we're going to kick out all the gringos, we're going to kick out all the American companies, Venezuelan oil should be Venezuelan oil, blah blah blah, and the money should be for the people, and everyone's going, yeah, fucking revolution, right? It's very, very easy. So that's how Chavez got into power, and people did support him. He had a lot of absolutely fanatical supporters. One, because he was one of them. He grew up poor. You know, he was like an average dude. He played baseball and shit. He's very relatable, so he was very popular. And two, he talked a good fucking game. Very good fucking talker, intelligent, reads a lot of books. mentored by Fidel Castro. He talked a good fucking game, and it's the first time the poor felt like somebody had their best interest in heart, somebody had their backs, somebody was going to help them, and he did help them. He set up lots of social programs with the oil money, you know, schools, hospitals, medicine, lots of great stuff, right? The problem was, it was badly managed, it was badly administrated, because one, they're only depending on oil. That's it. If the price of oil goes down, how are they going to pay for all these social programs that they've set up? And that's exactly what happened. The oil was over $100 a barrel, and it just fucking crashed. Venezuela couldn't pay for all these projects they set up, and everything literally went to zero, right? It went to literal zero overnight. So big fuck up. But it was a oil-rich nation with a very small population of around 25 million people. Huge country, huge oil reserve, only 25 million people. They could all literally be fucking millionaires, right? Should look like Dubai, but they fucked it up. They invested all of their money into socialism, social programs helping the poor people, which was needed, but it would have been much better to invest into capitalism and a productive society which could have sustained itself in years to come, like Dubai. They've got the world's most beautiful beaches. There could be tourism like you've never seen. It could be one of the tourist hotspots of South America, if not the world. They've got the world's most beautiful beaches, guys. But it's absolutely empty. Tourists are afraid to go there because they get robbed and kidnapped. And it's been that way for a long time. I used to go to the beach in Venezuela on like a Tuesday. Take my girl to the beach. And you get there's these little boats. You get a little boat out to the island, to these little islands, right? You just pay cheap, pay like $1 for a little boat ride. And they take you to these islands. And if you go there during the week, not at the weekend, with the state that the country was in, how there was no tourism, everything was fucking collapsed. But at that time, when you did go to the beach, you had the entire beach to yourself, literally a private fucking island, guys. Because there's no tourists, and all the Venezuelans are broke. They can't afford to go to the beach anymore. So you could literally go to these world's most beautiful beach islands with no waves and just clear blue waters, and it's just you and your girl. Awesome. I had some great fucking vacations in Venezuela. I loved the country. I never wanted to leave. I miss everything about the place, even the way that the air smelled. I literally miss everything about the place. I miss the women, I miss the culture, I miss the food, I miss the music, I miss the beaches, I miss the smell, I miss the sense of humour and the banter. The Venezuelans are cool motherfuckers, man. If you know any Venezuelans are cool motherfuckers. I love those guys. They've got a great sense of humour. They're very the hospitality is they're very hospitable. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go, got it out. Very hospitable, very warm and welcoming people. I loved Venezuela. I do miss it there. I miss it there. Never wanted to leave, but unfortunately, socialism. So if you're a left-wing socialist and you're watching right now, you need to wake up and snap out of it, because believe me, I've been there. And I don't want to hear about, oh no, but that's not real socialism. If they did it properly, then show me an example where they did it properly. Just one. Show me one example where they did it properly and the whole country didn't turn to shit and all the people starved and crime went through the roof. Just show me one. Show me one example, okay? And then we'll talk. But anyway, Airbnb, guys. Airbnb live stream. We are live streaming. If you're just joining in, this isn't a political podcast of some weird off-grid gringo in a shed. this is a live stream where crypto meets construction for the very first time. We're live streaming the entire construction process of a house, and you have the chance to win the house. And just by buying and holding our meme coin, you're actually contributing to the building construction process. So when I said this is crypto meets construction, that's exactly what it is. People buy Airbnb meme coin. Me, the dev, dev, gets creator fees. Creator fees pays for project. You see the cycle? Project pays for itself and builds houses and gives away to real people. Real people get real houses. And everyone fucking wins, like, literally. So it is the first project of its kind. It's kind of genius, if I may say so myself. It's kind of innovative. We're at the very pinnacle of meme coin innovation, narrative innovation right now, I feel. Show me another project like us. Show me something else that's got even like 10% of what we've got here. You know? Like, come on, guys. It's fucking no-brainer. Watch when the wood arrives. I feel like the market cap's going to go nuts when the wood arrives, because the house is starting to look amazing. People will be like, wow, it's going to be a nice house. It's not going to be a concrete shithole like it looks like right now. Temporary spot for the water tank, by the way, guys. We've got water, we've got running water now. We've got the water tank up there. It's full of water. That's its temporary location. It's not staying up there. It's just up there for now. It will go above the bathroom eventually, so don't worry. We're not having a big ugly fucking water tank like that next to the property. I've got good taste. I'm tasteful. We're going for modern rustic with black floor, black dark tiles. I want dark floor, light ceiling to make it even more spacious. It's going to feel extremely tall, the property, because of the height of the windows. It's going to be like 3.8 meters. There's some tall motherfucking windows, guys. 3.8 meters. Plus, with the white walls and black floor, it's just going to feel super big. So that's why the wooden beams are going to help as well. The wooden beams running across to like divide the space. Look, I sound like a proper fucking interior designer, don't I? Sort of. Right, my battery's running out. I'm on 9%. That's a bit weird. I'm getting messages. Right. What time are we on? 10 past 11 in the AM. Guys, we do usually stream for another like 30 minutes, right through till lunchtime. But with the situation of my battery being on 9%, I think, I think I've talked enough this morning, don't you? I think I'm going to cut the stream off now. I've got to start recording some content soon on the iPhone. Or should I just grab the phone charge? Oh, I can charge the phone right here. What am I talking about? There's no need to stop the stream. Just being fucking lazy, being a lazy dev. Let me get my phone charger. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
O cara quando tá ali, ele não vai atrás da mulher, não. Vai dar trabalho. Não vai trabalhar mais ele. E ela larga.
Here we go.
É duro, mandraca. É duro, mandraca.
Here we go.
Eu não posso nem rir, nem falar nada, que a hora vai chegar me ver.
Vai,
We're charging.
Já chegou e eu sei que não é só um.
eu dou
Tem seda? Seda?
E tem papel bruto.
Ué.
Boi de fogo.
Não, não, não.
Esse aqui é o boi, esse aqui é o original, tem.
Não. Ay. I'm so hungry, it's almost lunchtime, thank God. Kapau was quiet this weekend, the town. I think because of the rain, but there was no like festivals. There was no concerts, rock concerts or anything like that. But there was a lot of people though, especially on Sunday. There was a lot of people around on Sunday. There was a lot of tourists. I've seen big groups of French people, like various groups. Getting messages. There we go. Let's turn my light down a little bit on my phone to try and let the battery power up. There we go. A little bit noisy at the moment with the cement mixer. Walls are pretty much plastered, guys. Last wall now, last little patch for the inside of the house anyway. That'll be done today. And then I can see they've got a little bit to do inside the bathroom. Then they're going to start doing the outside of the walls. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, by the time they've plastered the outside of the walls, the wood should be getting delivered. Which is what we're really waiting for. So then we can crack on and the house is going to be up fast. The builder said it to me as well. He said when the wood arrives, it's going to fly up so quickly. And the builder's really happy with the project as well, because he's never done a project like this with floor to ceiling windows. It is going to be the only house in Kapau, the only Airbnb on the app in this area with these big floor to ceiling windows in the style that I'm building it. And he is convinced that it's going to look awesome. So he's very happy to be participating and get to actually build a project like this that he can show other people, you know, afterwards. Like, I built that one there. It's good for him for him to get business in the future, you know, building something that nobody else has seen before with these floor to ceiling windows and stuff, and making it look awesome. And then he can show other people afterwards, I built that. If you want a house like that, I can build you a house like this. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's good for him to participate in a project like this and not just build the regular bog standard houses that everyone else builds, which I think are pretty fucking ugly. They've got small little windows, they don't get any light inside. Most of them are damp, and I think that's down to the small window. Most of them have got damp problems, which we won't get here. We won't get any damp issues in this location because we get the sun all day, the entire day. Saying that though, rainy season, it's pretty fucking humid, guys. Rains like fuck at least once, like rains like fuck every day for like an hour or something. So it's just constant humidity, and then the heat comes and you're just like, you're sweating, dripping with water. Saying that though, it's not as hot and humid as Venezuela, as I remember in Venezuela, which is further nearer to the equator, right? Venezuela was so hot, the air had that smell, that weird smell, which I liked. But you could smell the heat type thing. Brazil could very well be the next Venezuela if they keep voting left. They've not learned from their neighbours' errors. Let's carry on talking politics, guys. The president of Brazil right now, he's called Lula, and he is a fucking moron, left-wing, corrupt, thief, convicted criminal from the last time this is his second term in office, not consecutively, because while he was in office the first time, he was involved in the largest corruption scandal in the history of Brazil or even South American politics. So much money was extracted from the national oil companies and extracted and laundered through other companies. I'm talking billions, right? Huge scandal, and he got like 12 years in jail or something. Anyway, he served a few years, and miraculously, just before the elections, they needed somebody to beat the right-wing populist whose name was Bolsonaro, and the only man that they had to beat him who was popular with the people was Lula. So they needed to get him out of jail, and that's exactly what they did. Turns out there was some technicality, and they got him off, and now he's innocent. He's an innocent man. Not only is he innocent, but he can run for president again. So they got him out of jail. The first thing he did was took the fucking vaccine live on TV, so I was locked in straight away to exactly who this fucker is, right? I know he's not to be trusted. Because I don't know anything about Brazilian politics, so I was learning as all this was going down. Anyway, they got him out of jail, fucking got him to promote the vaccine. Pretty sure Pfizer paid his fucking... My dogs have spotted another animal. Pack it in, Nico. Pack it in, boy. Oh, look, that dog's wearing a builder's jacket, look. It's got a high-vis vest. Oh, she's got a bunch. She's got 2 dogs. Anyway, what was I saying? When my dogs bark, it always disturbs my chain of thought. Yeah, I was talking about politics. So they got this guy out of jail, this Lula, and they've got him to promote the vaccine, and he ran for president, and he fucking won. And all the right-wing supporters kicked off. Exactly the same scenario that played out in the US with Trump and Biden. We saw the exact same thing play out here in Brazil right after it, like an identical copycat version. The whole strategy was the same from the beginning, to get this right-wing president out of office. They did the same thing as they did with Trump. They blamed all the COVID deaths on him. They said it's all his fault because he didn't want to lock down. It said it's all his fault that the people didn't get the vaccines fast enough because he wouldn't authorise them, so he knew that they were safe. They just blamed everything. All Facebook posts were like comparing him to Hitler. Same thing as they did with Trump. Comparisons to Hitler on every post. Calling him a misogynist, a Nazi, a racist, a homophobe. Doesn't like immigration. All just hates women, all that type of shit, right? The exact same thing. Exact same thing. And it worked. It worked. Everyone voted, well, not everyone, but they said that the elections were rigged. The left wing won by a tiny percentage, just like with the Biden thing. Or no, did Biden absolutely crush? I can't remember, but the left wing won by a tiny percentage. All the right wing supporters started kicking off. They all protested. They went to like their version of like January the 6th, the Capitol. They went to like their version of the Capitol. Exact same scenario played out. They all trashed the place. They all got labelled domestic right-wing terrorists. Exact same thing. President had to leave the country, and they've actually imprisoned him now. He's on a 25-year house arrest for conspiring to assassinate. Conspiring to form like a coup. The exact same thing they did with Trump, but they took it one step further here. So now we've got this left-wing fucking clown, this criminal, who's trying to censor everyone, who banned X. We've got it back now, but he banned X and forced Elon Musk to pay a fine, and forced Elon Musk to close down some accounts or something like that. I don't know if that actually happened in the end, but it all came along. This whole situation of X being banned in Brazil happened because the government wanted X to censor some profiles, some right-wing profiles that were obviously posting sensitive information exposing their corruption, and they wanted those profiles to be censored, and they were basing it on some sort of Brazilian law that was apparently being broken with these profiles existing. And Elon said, no, go and fuck yourself, very politely, but this is a free speech platform and I'm not censoring your political opposition, thank you. And they said, okay, you don't want to fucking play ball? X is banned in Brazil, and anyone caught using it, $50,000 fine. How about that, Elon? And that's it. Elon gave in the end, and we've got X back now in Brazil. But that's what the left-wing government did here, and I thought that was very scary. Nobody was talking about it except me, which was also very, very, very frustrating, because it's like I'm surrounded by ignorant morons who have no idea, and most of the morons I'm surrounded by actually voted for this guy. Especially here in Capão, it's super left-wing. You can't even mention the other guy's name, the right-wing guy, Bolsonaro, right? You can't even mention his fucking name, you'll get killed, especially by these feminists. Ooh, shit. So, yeah, unfortunately, politically, I'm surrounded by morons, even though they're very nice people. They've just got no fucking clue. Anyway, that's what's going on in Brazilian politics right now. Very, very, very disturbing. Quite possibly the next in line to be the next Venezuelan economic disaster zone. First thing the president did when he got into power was pull out the red carpet for a visit from Nicolas Maduro, who I just told you guys about, the Venezuelan narco president, narco socialist, who has a $60 million bounty on his head and can't go into pretty much any country in the world, and if he steps one foot in the US will be jailed forever. Yeah, him. Well, the first thing that the Brazilian president Lula did when he came into power was break out the red carpet and invite Nicolas Maduro for a little visit. Our friends in Venezuela, he called them. Literally rolled out a red carpet for him when he stood up, when he got off the plane, like he was royalty. And came on TV shaking hands, all buddy-buddy, saying these are our friends in Venezuela, and Venezuela is a democratic society. It is a democracy. Ah, sure. Oh, the type of democracy that has the same government for like the last 25 years, that lose every election and just refuse to leave. That type of democratic government. Okay. So Lula straight away showed the people who his friends are. Russia, China, Venezuela, Iran, and you know, BRICS, all that fucking nonsense, right? So yeah, Lula stepped in, showed everybody exactly what he's about and who his friends are, and he's a socialist communist piece of shit, and he's here to make sure you all get vaccinated. One of the first laws he passed as well was, if your children are not fully vaccinated, COVID and I believe over 20 other vaccines, like shitloads of vaccines they force you to put in your children here. If he passed a law, if your children are not fully vaccinated, you will not receive government benefits, food parcels that you depend on to survive. You will not receive those if your children are not fully vaccinated. So pretty much forcing everybody. I mean, there wasn't many people left to force. There's pretty much no anti-vaxxers here when it came to the COVID vaccine. Everyone fell for the story hook, line and sinker. Very frustrating for me. High IQ sat here like, what the fuck's going on? Why is everyone so dumb? But yeah, one of the first laws he passed was you will not receive your food parcel, which I thought was pretty fucking sick. If you don't vaccinate your babies, your 6-month-old children must have a COVID vaccine and a hepatitis vaccine. or your family don't eat. How about that, bitch? And you looked on the posts, the comments on like these YouTube videos that were reporting these stories, and it was all botted. The entire comment section is all botted. All bots commenting on, finally we have a president that cares about the health of its people. oh, Lula is so great. All like the same, just bigging this guy up to death, and they're not real people, not real profiles, all fake profiles. So yeah, that's what's been going down in Brazil. Very scary, very, very scary situation that nobody's locked into. Very, very few people. Only like a very small minority of like woke, well, not woke, very small minority of awake and locked in right-wing conservatives see what's going down. But we're talking 99.999% of people that have absolutely no idea what's going on, what's happening to them, how serious the situation is getting, and how they've potentially got a new dictator on their hands, a left-wing socialist one, just like the Venezuelans. So yeah, frustrating when most people around you, even your own friends, are not locked into the situation at all. Like, they've no idea. They're almost a little bit brainwashed themselves. Most of my friends took the vaccine. I think everyone I know in Brazil took the vaccine. I don't know many people who refused it. Even people who I thought were like smart, you know, not idiots, but yeah, they took it. They took it. I don't know many people who didn't. My friends from the UK, none of my friends from the UK took that shit, as far as I'm aware. But here in Brazil, everyone I know took that vaccine. So lockdown was a lot of fun for me. I walked across the country. I don't know why I'm talking about COVID so much. I've got nothing else to talk about. And we can talk about it now, right? Finally, we're allowed. I walked across the country during the lockdowns. I decided not to lock down, and that was my little way of protesting. You know, if you tell me to do this, I'll do the opposite. You tell me to wear a mask, I won't wear a mask. You tell me to lock down, I'll go and live in the streets permanently. That's literally what I did. I saw it this way. There's only two people that can escape, the two types of people that can escape this tyranny, and that's the super rich, who can afford to fly privately, and nobody's going to tell them to wear a mask, and they can go where they want, do what they want, no lockdown for them. And the super poor, who can't be manipulated and blackmailed because they don't fucking own anything. Can't be told to wear a mask because they're just told where to stick it, basically. And what the fuck are you going to do about it? The motherfucker lives on the streets with a dog. So I thought, I'll be that guy, because I'm not super rich. I wasn't rich at all. But I can be that guy. I can be brokey, who lives on the streets with a dog, who nobody's in their right mind is going to tell to wear a mask, because he don't give a fuck. Right? I can be that guy for the next 6 months, or however long it takes for this COVID lockdown to go away. So that's what I did, and I walked across most of Brazil, halfway across Brazil, from Sao Paulo, right across the state of Sao Paulo, which is basically the size of the UK, and then halfway across the next state of Minas Gerais, which is another huge state right in the middle of Brazil. And walked all that way with my dog, with my Belgian Malinois, and a backpack full of dog food and water for the dog. And we walked most of it along the highway, which was quite dangerous and stressful for me and the dog. But we had nothing else to do. So we'd walk from like 6 a.m. and then around 10 a.m. we'd have to stop walking because the road would get too hot in the sun for my dog. And then, you know, we'd walk for like 3-4 hours, and we'd walk around 10 kilometers on average. And then in the afternoon, if we had enough energy, once the road was cooling down, you know, around 4 p.m, we'd try and get another hour in before stopping for sleeping, all depending on how far we had to walk to the next gas station and stuff like that, and place where I could stop and sleep. And we'd sleep mainly in gas stations for the truckers, which there's a lot of on the motorway that I was walking down. They were like every few miles. So I had plenty of options of places to sleep, and most of these trucker gas stations would have hot water, hot showers, could wash my clothes, and they give me free food. When these people very can't say the fucking word. Hospitable. People are very hospitable in Brazil. When you're traveling, when they see that you're just walking with a dog across the country, they just give you food. Like, I had money, I wasn't broke, I had a fucking card to pay for shit, and every time I go to pay for my food, they say no, you can have it, and then they come out with like extra meat for the dog. My dog was a fat bastard after that walk. Like, he put on so much weight, people gave him so much food. So a big shout out to Brazilians for that. People were awesome. During COVID as well, when everyone was being a fucking asshole to each other, all these people were giving me all this free food every day. I literally didn't spend any money in the entire trip. So, which was good, because I wasn't earning any money either, like everyone else in COVID. But no, I did okay actually. I was playing poker online. Online poker was booming, to be honest. I could have just stayed and made more money than ever. But I decided to go on this walk, this epic adventure with my Malinois, and we got halfway across the state of Minas Gerais, and we stopped in like the major city there called Belo Horizonte. And this was a major gold producing region, and there was a huge gold rush there around 300 years ago. Thousands of African slaves were took there. There was so much fucking gold found in Minas Gerais, which means General Mines, they've got everything there, guys. They've got precious stones, precious metals, gold, emeralds, iron, fucking everything, right? So I stopped in BH. I was sick of Belo Horizonte. I stopped in Minas Gerais. I was sick of walking along the highway with my dog. I was so tired of walking, guys. My shoulder was sore. I had a shoulder injury from carrying all the weight, all the dog food and water all the time. Also, my dog pulling on the lead when I was walking with him. He pulls quite a lot. So I stopped walking. I was tired of walking, and I decided to learn how to find gold, since I was in a gold producing region. And I figured it just gives me a good excuse to go running around in the forest, basically, like a little kid. Nothing else to do. It's COVID. Everyone's still locked down. So that's what we did. We went gold mining, exploring in the forests, in the rivers, swimming around, getting our feet wet. Dog had the fucking time of his life. I'm sure he thoroughly enjoyed that part of the mission, of the adventure, and so did I. It was a lot of fun, although it's a lot of hard work mining for gold, guys. You need to be really fit. It's not easy. You're wet, you're cold, you're getting injuries, you're hurting your fingers, you're getting scratches, you're hurting your feet. Your feet are wet all day, walking through rivers all the time. Oh god, guys, it's a lot of physical labour as well. When you find the gold, you've got to extract it. A lot of physical labour. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and that's how we found my other little dog. I've got a little pit bull just there in the kennel behind me, which I can't be bothered getting up to show you now. But we found a little dog lost in the forest, saved his ass, and we still got him with us today. So that was my not very well told today, Gringo story. Usually I'm a much better storyteller, but that's my little COVID fucking story about how I went walking across Brazil during the lockdown. I don't know what you guys, I don't know how your lockdown was, but that's what I did. Not buying it from day one, by the way. This Gringo was not fooled from day one. Not having it. My thing was, where are all the dead people? Where are all the dead bodies? If there's a disease that's out there, I don't know why I'm talking about COVID so much today. If there's a disease that's out there that's gonna fucking kill me, right? Never get sick, never fucking been to the doctor, never had any serious health condition ever in my entire life. No breathing issues, heart issues, high blood pressure, nothing. Perfect. High testosterone level, super healthy. Yeah, I'm basically a fucking beast, right? If it's gonna fucking kill me, we're all dead. We're all fucking dead. That mask ain't gonna fucking save you. We're all dead. So I may as well go out and enjoy myself. Why would I spend my last days locked in my house wearing a fucking mask like a little bitch? Right? That was the way I saw it. If it's gonna fucking kill me, we're all dead. It's the end of the world. It's over. Nothing's gonna save us. If there's a disease that's that contagious, somebody can just walk past me and go, and I get it and drop fucking dead within a few days. We're all fucked. I'm sorry, but there's no mask. There's nothing going to save you. This is it. That's the way I viewed the situation, and I was right. Hate to say I told you so, mother. I told you, mother. I told you not to get that vaccine. I told you. I told you. Good job she only took it one time, and then she woke up and realised it is a scam. My mum was coping hard as well. My mum was, well, I didn't take the Pfizer. I took the AstraZeneca or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, Mum, they're all fucking poison. Like, she's like, yeah, but this one's less poisonous than the other ones. Okay. She seems to think like the main poison ones were like Johnson and Johnson and fucking Pfizer or whatever, and AstraZeneca, or the one that she took was she's just trying to cope hard, basically. But she was afraid. She was in the age group that they were saying was vulnerable. So obviously she was scared. She was afraid. There's no man in the house. She lives on her own. So without me being there, well, she's not going to listen to me because I'm her fucking son. But there was no man in the house, and she was manipulated through fear into taking a vaccine, basically. And I probably would have done the same thing in her situation if I wasn't me. Yeah, and that's how they got everyone, didn't they? But they didn't get me. They didn't get me. Off-grid gringo walking across the fucking country with his dog. I had a YouTube channel as well, by the way, guys. I had like 1,500 followers. Just walking across the Brazil, my dog talking shit about COVID. Got deleted, obviously. The channel got banned. As soon as I got over 1,000 subscribers and I started to get near to getting monetized, and you know, people were taking interest in my channel, YouTube started banning me and giving me 2 strikes, and you know, can't post anything for 2 weeks, and then they give me another one, and then eventually they just banned me for some random video that I posted. The video was like 2 years old, and it was a video about magic mushrooms, about me taking magic mushrooms, about talking about my mushroom experience. And eventually the video was been up for 2 years, guys. But as soon as I started to get close to getting monetized, and they knew that I was anti-COVID and I was talking all this shit, they banned me. They removed my channel for talking about drugs, promoting drugs or whatever, for a 2-year-old video. So that's what fucking scam it all was. I'm getting messages from my mother. I think she could sense that I was talking about her. Maybe she's watching the stream. I doubt it. She hates me right now. Can't give your house away. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, and I will. And I'll be a legend for doing so. They just don't get it, do they, women? They just don't get it. We do a lot of this for fucking glory. She said, you can't just be happy with what you've got. You always have to try and get bigger and better. Yes! God damn it. I'm a fucking white cis male. Of course. I want to take over shit. It's my nature. It's what we do. It's what we've always done. I'm not going to change now. I'm starting right here in Kapow. I'm going to take over Airbnb. And when that's mine, I'm going to fucking take over something else. Somewhere else. Okay? Always bigger and better. That's right. God damn it. Wouldn't have it any other way, mother. She actually bought that up. I don't know why I'm moaning about my mum. My mum's fantastic. But I'm just saying, this is what I was going through with my mum. With this whole Airbnb project. She was real pissed off. She didn't speak to me for days. They just don't get it, do they? Females, they just don't understand. We're in it for the fucking glory. No guts, no glory, okay? And if it wasn't for attitudes of men like us, we'd all still be living in fucking caves. So have some fucking respect, feminists. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a bunch of fucking feminists build a house. That's what I'd like to see. I've never seen it. I've never seen a bunch of women building a house together. Whenever I see people building houses, it's always men. Whenever I see people laying down the roads, it's always men. I've never seen a woman, a female bricklayer. And if I saw one, I probably wouldn't hire her, because men are better at it. Let's just fucking be real. You're gonna hire a bricklayer. Who are the best bricklayers, men or women? I know there's some feminists out there right now commenting. My friend's a bricklayer and she's really good. There. Shut the fuck up. She's fucking garbage. She might be the exception to the, you know, she might be the one fucking woman out there who, out of, you know, she might be the 1% that can actually lay a brick like a fucking man, but I doubt it. I doubt it. They're not physically strong enough. They just don't have it in them, and they're just not interested in laying bricks and doing any hard work, are they? Let's fucking be honest. They're baby machines. Simple. Right, we're getting controversial now because we need views. So let's attack the feminists, because they're so easy. They're so easy to trigger. It's so easy to trigger a feminist, and it's so much fun. I really highly recommend you try it sometime if you've not done it already. It's one of my favourite pastimes, is to trigger the feminists. And it's so easy, guys. I literally just have to be myself. I don't even have to try. I just have to exist, and they get triggered. Like I won't even have to like bait them into a conversation. They'll try and bait me into a conversation because they want to attack me, like instinctively. They're just triggered by my presence, and they'll bait me. I'm always having the same conversation with these bitches because I don't start them. I'm fucking trying to avoid them at all costs. But they'll bait me into this bullshit, and they'll start telling me all this nonsense about the divine feminine and how back in the day the women ruled the world before the patriarchy came, and oh my god, there was no wars and all this, everything was peaceful and perfect. And it's like, what fucking, just show me one scrap of evidence that there was ever a fucking female run society. Never. Sorry, it didn't fucking exist, and if it did, it got fucking wiped off the face of the earth in about 5 seconds by men, right? It's some of the horse shit that these fucking feminists come out with now is so laughable. Like, I don't even have to enter into debate with them. I just burst out laughing, and that's enough. That's enough to genuinely trigger them. Like, I just have to let them talk and then just naturally laugh at their opinions because they are laughable. But they're everywhere now. This is the hard situation. for men, for single men, if you've not fucking locked down your wife already. Good luck, because it's fucking hell out there now, guys, with these feminists. It really is. And I never had any fucking problems, like, in the dating zone when I was young. But now, I'm just not fucking interested. Most of the women that I meet, they're not even, like, girlfriend material. Like, I wouldn't date them anyway. They're just feminists. They just talk shit all the time about men. They don't know their place. You know, they don't respect men for anything that we fucking do. So, and since they expect us to do everything for them anyway, even though they're fucking feminists, and I just don't feel like it anymore, basically. You don't fucking show me any respect. So, just ungrateful bitches. That's how I feel. I'm always just talking shit about men all the time. Same things all the time. Blah, 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 blah. Men don't do this, men don't do that. What are women doing today? You're all fucking hoes. You're all sexually fucking liberal. You're all fucking different guys every fucking week. Like, why should I marry a woman and fucking sacrifice my peace of mind and provide for her and try and spend all my energy trying to make her happy when they're all hoes? It doesn't make sense anymore. Marriage was like a religious thing, right? We're getting super controversial today now. Boy, I bet the market cap is dumping right now. But in my opinion, in my views, marriage was like a religious thing, right? It came from religious, you know, you go to church to get married, right? So if you read the fucking rules behind this contract, these were the rules. Women were supposed to be virgins and obey their husbands, and men agreed to take these women away from their fathers and provide and care for them in return. That was the fucking deal. In return for their obedience and respect, we would provide and protect. That was the fucking deal, right? If you weren't a virgin, you were not marriage material. You were considered a fucking hoe. Now, that was the deal. I don't know what changed, but I don't feel like getting married anymore. I'm not marrying a hoe, so simple as that. Hey, it was written in... I didn't write the fucking Bible. It wasn't me who wrote it. Godless bitches. Anyway, guys, we're building an Airbnb. That's enough controversial talk. I know I just dumped the market cap by like 50% probably. Sorry, guys. Sorry, holders. Anyway, we're building an Airbnb. I'm trying to be entertaining. I don't know what to talk about. Plus, we need some fucking views around here. We're building Airbnbs. If you're just joining, guys, we're in this national park. This isn't a Red Pill podcast. We're in a national park in the Chapada Diamantina in Brazil. And we're building Airbnbs to give away. You can own these Airbnbs that we're building on live stream. The first project ever of its kind. Oh, look, I can show you the views now because it's clearing up. I'm trying to drag my phone charger with me. Here we go. I can show you the views of the valley. Look at the valley behind me there. It's a bit cloudy still this morning. Usually got blue skies, but look at it. It's beautiful. The tallest waterfall in Brazil on that mountain peak up there behind me. Lots of hiking trails everywhere. Fantastic location for Airbnbs. And will be a pretty decent passive income for the winners. We've got 4 houses to build and give away. And we're doing it all on live stream. You can catch us Monday to Friday. 7 AM EST. And follow us on X for all the updates. Also, make sure to join our X community, please, guys, if you've not done that already. Don't just follow the X page, actually join the community as well, because in there you'll find mods and you can ask any questions. Best way to reach us is to comment on our posts rather than send DMs. If you send DMs, we're going to ignore you because too much spam, too many Indians. Oh, it's lunchtime. Guys, we're done. we're done. It is 11 minutes to midday, and we are going for lunch. We'll be back this afternoon around 1 p.m. EST. Starting times in the afternoon's a little bit random, depending on how long it takes us to get lunch. But we'll be back around 1 p.m. EST in the afternoon. So make sure you join in and keep up to date with the progress of this Airbnb build, which will be done in 26 working days. Something like that. A few weeks. And the winner will be getting a fully furnished Airbnb ready to rent out on the app. You won't need to spend any money. Plus, if you've got time, we'd love to fly the winner out here and hand over the keys, live stream the whole thing, live stream the whole giveaway. The entire process is getting live streamed, and we're here every day. We're not going anywhere. So grab a bag. 25,000 tokens is all you need to be eligible to win a house. Less than $1 right now. And all of the information is on our website. So guys, we'll be back after lunch.